Why is it all stuffy in my house? All right, you guys fill time. I'll be right back.
In sad news, I found out that the nice dude movie guys that would watch it, like they would introduce, like, hey, yeah, this is a movie I watched as a kid, and the other guy hasn't seen it, so they react to movies. They are stopping that side of their company, I guess, if you will.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, that basically with how, like, they just had like one of their things get flagged immediately, and they got a strike against their channel. So they've been like really tiptoeing around stuff, like trying to make sure everything's okay. And then they had like a warning, and they're like, we're not doing well off of this financially. It takes a long time to do all these and edit it, and really it's the stress, and we're not making as much money on them because they end up getting copyrighted, like because they're having a lot of the films in there, so they end up not getting any money on it.
That's
thank you for the follow.
Yeah, hey, that's cool.
But
so they're
yeah.
still gonna do like their movie podcast where they have another series called Movies That Changed Us, where they talk about like Forrest Gump or like A Clockwork Orange or like other, like they don't have to be necessarily like feel good movies, but like movies that changed them in a way.
Well, yeah, I would say
like
the
a
Clockwork
perception.
Orange is
Yeah.
definitely not a feel-good movie.
No, but like I went with like a good one and that one, and then another one that I listened to recently, because I try to only listen to the ones that are movies that I've seen. I haven't seen all of Clockwork Orange because freaking I don't know.
It's a hard movie to finish. If you're not into it.
Oh my god, what is the name of that movie? Jim Carrey film, like his life is
There are a lot of
movie.
those.
The
The Truman Show.
Truman Show. Thank you. They went over that one. Yeah. There's one because I watched a thing about that movie, just basically the like making behind it and stuff like that, and a lot of the themes in it. There's a deleted scene where his best friend, the guy that just like stocks shelves and is always like, hey, let's have a beer, Truman, you know, that guy. When they're doing the search party for Truman when he's escaped, there's a scene that was cut where he sees him and they just kind of have eyes for a moment, and like he's like found him basically, and he's looking at him and like, do you see anything? And he goes, no, while looking at Truman, and then like turns and walks off, and he's like,
Oh,
yeah.
that would have been a cool scene to keep in.
Yeah, because it shows that he was like, he does actually care about Truman. It's not just like a job, you know. Which is kind of what they have the whole bit of like him, like he's like, oh buddy, you think it's all like fake? Like if it's all fake, that means I'm fake. And that whole bit, he's like, and I wouldn't lie to you. Meanwhile, all these lines he's saying he's being read to him in an earpiece. So like he is lying to him and he is fake. But yeah, I was like, yeah, that would have been nice to show that, like, because
A little aspect of
yeah,
well,
like,
humanity still kind of reaches out for one another either way.
yeah.
No,
No.
but you know,
Yeah.
plus I guess it would be, well, no, it wouldn't have been cliched then, because that doesn't show up a lot in other movies.
Yeah. It would just be a nice little redemption for, yeah.
We should
yeah.
probably start.
You mean I put this face on and we weren't even face live? I could have had this face off this entire
You could
time.
have just been relaxing this whole time.
I could have been face off like that John Travolta and Nicolas Cage movie.
Yeah.
Just
See?
like been face off. You know, I thought those were two different
We are
movies
face
for
live,
the-
by the way.
Nice.
because I remember
You
the
haven't
prison
seen
part
it.
of that movie and then the face off part of that movie separately.
It
The-
looks like it also reset where our camera situation was.
Yeah. I'm fixing it.
Okay.
Fixing it.
All right.
I'm
I-
sorry, Panda. You were saying.
I mean, I don't think we reset too hard. I think, you know, 1/3 is pretty good. Oh, technically a half, because The GM's where he's supposed to be. No, now he's not. There we go.
I briefly was not. Yes.
Yeah. But yeah.
All right, because nothing else happened today, I'm definitely super well prepared for this session, so I hope everybody is strapped in and ready to make a lot of progress. And attentive. And not making me jealous by being on their phones.
I'm freaking doing the social media posts.
Well, you're making me jealous.
That was
My
your
phone
phone
doesn't
just
fucking
completely,
work. Dude,
completely inoperable.
Let me show you what it does when I try to do
Snail
that.
polls up.
See if I can get it to... Oh no, look, they're seeing things. So
No,
you see a reflection?
It doesn't look like it's cracked. Yeah,
it's not.
Okay.
There's no external crack, at least.
Oh, okay. At least it's not like
It's not working.
when I first started my
Literally
job,
does
like the second
line
weekend.
that goes across it, and that's it.
Oof.
Yeah, and this bitch just jumped off a flat.
No, I had like
a
a Samsung something or other. It was not like the most expensive phone. It was a decently priced one. Didn't have a case for it, of course, and got out of my car for work, like put it in my pocket and just missed as I was standing, so it fell on the asphalt and just became
pieces.
Pieces. The screen was. I was like, awesome. Which is why I now have an iPhone that my sister had. It's iPhone X or 10 or whatever you want to call it.
I saw someone do that at my very first job working in a fast food place. There was a dude in line who got off of a phone call that I get he was not having a good time on, and he went to like shove his phone in his pocket and missed. And I swear to God, the number of components that made up his phone doubled when it exploded. Like there were so many pieces. Just spiked it and it just exploded. There were like, I think if you had tried to put it back together, you would have made 2 phones. And so yeah, that happens. And it made everybody else in line jumped. He'd like, spikes his phone, screams "fuck," because what else do you say when that happens?
Yeah.
And he just very calmly walks up and goes, "Do you have a broom?" I was like, "I'll get it, man. Don't worry about it."
That sounds like a monkey's paw curse of like, I can duplicate any object. They become unusable, but I have doubled what they were.
Right.
So it's like, yes, this gold bar, and it just like becomes like slag or something like that, or
Right.
I don't know. Of course, for like
Completely tarnished.
a thing that's made out of one thing, like I've doubled a bottle of water. It's like, okay, cool. Like it's still water, I guess.
Yeah. How would that be unusable? Either way, yeah. So yeah. Last session, y'all did some stuff. Y'all did some big stuff. Some future world-changing things. Well, mainly the one future world-changing thing. You were finally able to finish the Shalubi quest, and you chose to reveal to him the name of the forgotten goddess, which was very nice of you, at least from his perspective. I guess maybe you'll find out eventually what she thinks of that decision. But today is not that
What
day.
the fuck, Sam? I'm sorry.
I mean, a cosmic choice placed on the shoulder of a mere mortal man. You gotta
understand that you set yourself
Hey,
up.
look, we gotta give this name to somebody or nobody.
Yeah.
And there's 2 somebodies that wants it. So
yeah.
I'd rather
give it to the guy that hasn't kidnapped my friends and killed my chickens.
Social media plugs are done.
Yay.
Let me make a Discord plug real quick too.
Which
I'm
that
ready
guy
to play,
did
though.
get away.
My character leveling is done.
Sweet.
Yes.
I don't remember what happened with all that. So.
Oh, the man who escaped. You don't remember what
We
happened?
don't know where he went.
No, you don't
We
know
just
where
know
went.
he was.
He was disguised as Kalan, the
Yes.
guard lady, when you showed up basically just in the nick of time to interrupt what would have very soon after been a murder.
Oh, okay. I was like, we didn't go back to the farm. Oh wait, no, he came here. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sorry.
He had some time.
I was blanking out on that. Yeah.
He had a bit of time. Yeah, he showed up, disguised himself as Kalan after he knocked her out with more darts. He didn't have a lot left, but enough, thankfully. And which is even harder because it's either way. So yeah,
those were Braun guys really eating into my dart capacity.
He ate
Probably
into the stash of darts. He ate pretty good into the stash of darts. It was pretty tough. Even though his DC with poisons is actually higher, it's not the highest DC. So took a while for Varbron to roll low enough. Either way, but yeah, you were able to still just barely detect that wasn't Kalan, that was someone in disguise, and fight him off after a brief skirmish, and a few more wounds, and actually managed to save her. Cool. So you do that. More time passes. Yada yada yada. You go talk to Shaluvi. You're able to get him that name. Which, by the way, Eli's alive, for those who didn't catch last episode. He and a carrot collaborated, summoned a big bird skeleton, and it teleported him back to the city. You didn't miss much. But, yeah, so he made it back. Everybody was surprised. Like, wow, the guy who pays us is back. Great. And, they went on to accomplish some things. After we finished that, you guys obviously leave, Shaluvi's little workshop down there, everyone in tow, and you make it back into the office. Sorry, I have like really bad dry mouth, that's why I keep taking sips. But you made it back into there. Seemingly no other threats immediate to the situation. Oh, that's right, I forgot. You guys did go, you guys were able to go and meet with that representative of Hearth Modrek. That's right. Who was that? Who did you guys meet with? Someone charming and nice and kind, right?
And Lamal.
Yeah.
Lamal, that's right. You guys like him.
I rolled a 0.
Lamia did roll
a
total of 0, which is pretty good. It was pretty good. We definitely enjoyed that. She
took Beyonce on a date. She likes me more than you.
Yeah, she managed to humble brag to Lamal about the date she went on with his fiance, while trying to earnestly be like sincere in helping
Lamia
him
didn't
out.
even bring that up at all.
You didn't bring it up directly, but boy, did you send that shot unintentionally. Nothing like aiming in a completely different direction and hitting somebody with a critical hit. Like crazy work. Yeah. So, hey, look, if you go back, just pay attention to your wording. And you can see how he could take it that way, especially when you roll a 0. Like,
so here's the thing:
when you roll a 0.
Lamia didn't even know that he knew that they went out on their little date thing.
right?
Because that
I'm
was
saying
just
you as a player could understand it, not necessarily Lamia. Lamia could tell that he took it different than she meant it, right? But
I mean, I did rewatch it today, but like. Maybe it's because I'm me. I just can't literally my head is like, I don't understand how he took it that way. And he's like,
yeah, I mean, you should really do better, you know? You're gonna have to try a lot harder.
like tone of voice, how you like, just like how you look in general can change things from going like, oh yes, good day, madam. How much are the freshly baked goods that you own to how much are your cookies? You know, like just really, you know, tone and how you look can change.
You seem to know that from experience. Huh. Wonder
That's
why.
crazy.
But Which, you know, and also harkening back to that, it does also make sense. Lamia is like starving. Probably didn't deliver that with the emotion she intended to. Like it
Yeah,
probably just came
that's
off
possible.
a bit flat. But either way, so that happened, and he didn't make a big scene or anything. He just left. But you probably have started yet another vendetta, which is okay. You only have how many? You know what? Who's counting? Who counts vendettas? That's trivial things. Those will not come up to haunt you. I mean, not at this point. We're so far along. They can't possibly.
Most thanks for the potential foreshadow. Yeah, most of them are Modric.
Yeah. Has it been Lamia that's mostly set off these vendettas, by the way?
Yes. Yes, it has.
Huh. Damn. Anyway, so you guys managed to get through that. We leveled up, so you guys are now 9th, which is pretty dope. Most people in this world do not make it to 9th level, so you know, round of applause for yourselves.
You make it sound like there's a dude who's like 15th level. He just goes like, all right, let's see where we're at. Oh, this guy's I don't have to visit him pretty soon.
There is the guy. His name's Ren. He's
oh my god, you're right. He's past 15.
Someone just mailing the office, just like, I see you've reached 9th level. I will meet you soon. This is my alignment. What the hell what does CE mean? Why does everybody turn pale? What does CE mean?
Oh gosh.
You know, century
so,
era.
What do we intend to do, gentlemen?
Well, I will tell you.
Because
you have some time. Harley, why right now? What could you possibly want?
He wants to possess this boy. That's what.
Banana.
Get up here, Leo.
Banana.
No, he ate the last banana today.
Aww.
There was I think I said it on Lost Initiative. There was a freaking banana that I peeled, and I guess I had broken it partially with before I peeled it, because right as I peeled it open, the whole top half of it just on one of the strings just flopped out and rolled through the air and just plopped on the floor, and it was gone. Because of course Hartley's sitting there waiting.
Gosh.
And he doesn't know that was an accident, so he just hoovers that shit up instantly.
Yeah.
I was like, bro,
that's like 3 times the amount of banana I was gonna give you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I'm
funny.
I don't want to go open another banana to get the amount of banana that I wanted, because then I'd have too much banana, and I can't give the other half of it to the dog because he's overdosed on banana already. He's all potassiumed up.
He's all potassiumed up.
Buddy, we don't have it. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry.
Buddy.
I think he's starting to learn what that word means.
Buddy.
He's
they
actually
start calling them minions.
What that word means at all, but he can detect them. He just didn't know the word, but I think he's starting to learn it.
He's learning.
So what were you saying? We have time?
You'll have some time. As I said at the end of the last session, you'll have a bit of downtime to do other stuff, whatever else you've been meaning to research, explore, do whatever. You can kind of give me the broad strokes of it if you don't want to get super specific, or if there are specific things you want to do, then we're open to that as well. Since only I prep for these, apparently, you bastards. I don't have anything ready because nobody sent me anything, so we're just gonna play it all by ear.
Wait, did you give us homework? I don't remember that.
No, I just told you guys are gonna have some downtime, so you should probably think about what you'd like to do with that and let me know if you come up with anything. So I won't say I assigned homework, but
Okay.
Homework I would have pestered you a lot more about during the week.
I was gonna say our homework was leveling up.
Yeah.
So technically,
and just like homework,
that's your reward. Don't you dare call that homework, you son of a bitch. I'll take that level away.
As a spellcaster, it is definitely homework.
boy, you know goddamn well how you love picking spells.
I do. I spent a good chunk of time doing that today.
You got another level spell level?
He gets more known.
No, I didn't get. I got
he's
more
a
known
scourge.
spells. I
Yeah,
did.
he's a scourge.
Yeah.
So
What's that like?
I got 3 more known spells. In fact, one at second, one at third, one at
Excuse me.
fourth. So, and a bloodline spell.
Ooh, nice. All I got was an extra at first level.
I mean,
Which is-
it's not bad for a half caster, right?
Yeah.
So, or whatever you technically.
I know
two-thirds
Lamia
caster.
would at least want to help see Kalon back to the guards, not even safely, but like see the process of that through, of the reporting and like, here's what we believe happened. This is what we believe the person looks like. They were disguised half the time.
Okay.
And
Nah.
Just you doing that?
I guess
I'm not going to
Question
the cops.
I know, narc.
No, I'll.
I would want Dave and Ishla to come, because they were technically there for the killing, so they'd be able to be witnesses to the original death.
That makes sense.
Mind you, Ishla needs a translator.
Yeah, that's
Dave
Dave.
is a fantastic translator.
True.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I gotta go get some more. I'm gonna go get some quail, I guess, or something like that. Because apparently chickens aren't cutting it on the farm, or some kind of guinea fowl, maybe.
I mean, they were doing fine. Like, how were you supposed to know an assassin was going to make an attempt at their lives?
Maybe I'll convince some of the ag speaks, like, hey, look, if I build a really big coop,
Yeah.
would y'all live in it and lay eggs for me?
While they're doing that, I want to go talk to the White Thrush people here and kind of give them the lowdown on the assassin that we learned about, because I feel like that is a matter that they may be interested in.
Okay. You're gonna talk to the White Thrush. So it's safe to assume that Sam is gonna be spending time at his cottage.
Sadly, yes.
Assuming it's there.
I don't think that's sad. I think that's
Yeah.
a Sam thing, especially now that he's Batman Sam. He needs to be alone.
I need to go sulk in my basement. No, get the rest of the water out of there. I don't know. It was either that or work on the storm. But I think the homesteading comes first.
Okay. So Lamia, you're gonna go
Yes.
the guards, try to get all the reporting stuff done, boring things. Okay, so you're taking obviously Kalana,
Dave and
going,
Ishla
then
and
you're taking
Kalan,
Dave and
yeah.
Ishla. Okay,
Yep.
so give me an intelligence check. You're gonna get a +4 bonus to this.
Okay. Luckily, I'm actually pretty smart on average. The 4+4 is added in that.
Okay.
Do you guys mind if I roll a luck? Just see
Yeah,
if
go
I
for
can
it.
get over
Go
the 10.
for it, yeah.
Damn it! Oh well. It is a 9 instead.
It is a 9 instead. Okay. So you start reporting things, but
Scroll
even
all the way up.
without additional checks and stuff, like you can, excuse me, you can tell based on like kind of the line of questioning and like having to double back on many things.
Details.
It's pretty obvious it's gonna be tough for them to do much. Like detectives exist, the guards really aren't that. They're not police, but they're they gather evidence or whatever. They find specialists who go and analyze the kind of stuff. Sometimes it's the shamans, sometimes they hire people to do it. But you can even tell just based on their reaction to it and how they're collecting it. It's like, gosh, okay, so you've seen this guy in 3 different disguises, and we don't actually know what they look like for sure. That's making it very tough because you can't give them anything definitive that would be like, oh, this is what you're looking for. Just like hints at it and like the fact that they exist. Do you try to convince them that this is a member of House Modrek, or just that it's an assassin?
No. Lamia
Okay.
would not, because the thing is, we still don't have physical proof, like, which was the biggest problem to present to the mall. So doing that to the guards would be silly.
Yeah. That was one of the big problems with Lamal. But he's also biased, right? Like, that, like, as he said, that was one of the people that raised him.
Yeah.
So he has a very personal bias against believing what you're saying. He was just open about it. The guards don't have that not necessarily. You don't know. Some of them might.
Yeah.
You know, well, my cousin works for that company or whatever. They've been nothing but good by him. You don't know. They're everywhere. But you can definitely tell that they're a little bit perplexed by the information given.
But
Go ahead.
I will give the name the Toberosk. And I actually found his actual name the last time, but of course, it's way up in my details. But I'll give the name that.
So you give them
Baskill.
The name. Okay, so
Baskill Totemus.
So then you are trying to tie him to House Modric.
Well,
Because
I didn't.
that is the name of the steward of House Modric.
Oh, well, okay. So I will say that was the name that was given. So technically, yes, I'll tie it, but not actively say that it was. Kind of have that leeway of plausible deniability. Because yeah, this guy can disguise himself. He could have been disguised as this person, and etc.
Yeah.
Those are true facts. Okay. So you are technically withholding information. So I do need a bluff check.
Oh,
from
good.
you.
Oh, good. All right. Am I gonna get another 0, guys? Let's see. Let's find out.
Good. I mean, I think you can do
Okay, I
anything you put your
didn't,
mind
but-
to. Did you even try
But
to get a
it's-
0? Like, I mean, that's a pretty token effort.
It was
Um,
a 6 on the die.
I guess. Okay. So yeah, you can tell that they're like the people you talk to are. They ask a few, like, which you can tell are kind of leading questions, trying to get you to reveal more when you're like obviously not going to. They sort of just let the I shouldn't call it an interrogation. They let the report, the interview, as it were. They kind of let it taper off. Like, they're just like, okay,
Yeah.
whatever. At this point, if you're not even going to tell us everything, forget it. We'll get what we can, then somebody else can deal with it and come talk to you, or not.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to get arrested or something for it, but they don't inquire
Well,
any further.
So Lamia just wanted to do this thing in the bit to begin with because she didn't want damn it. She wanted the report to be made,
Mhm.
but and to back up Kalan essentially.
Yeah.
Because Kalan's the one that was basically a victim of this entire thing. So
Yeah.
whatever she reports needs to be backed up.
Yeah. And also, you don't even know, like, you don't even know how much she's going to reveal, because as you guys were able to notice just talking to her and whatnot, like, a lot of that chain of events was, like, shameful for her. So, so it also means that, like, there'll maybe no better questions to ask her if she starts talking about it, if there's stuff she's leaving out, but obviously not a ton, because you only told them so much. But cool. So you get that done. Reports made, they take it, they're like, okay, yeah, we'll show this to somebody. If they have questions, they'll come find you, figure out what inn you're staying at, your place, like where you work, that kind of stuff, just so they know where to look for you. Cool. And I'm assuming you don't give them any lies or anything. You're not just like, my name is Tom Sawyer. That's not a person here, so that's me. You give them your name, all that stuff. Hearth.
Yeah, Lamia would do that. It's fine.
Cool. Oh, do you guys? Sorry, I'll get right back to it. I don't expect people here to like keep up with the LI game. Did you guys hear the alias I gave to the guards? Well, the first time I had to make an alias, I chose the alias Calvin Hobbes.
Oh yes, that's
the alias I
fantastic.
chose. Yeah,
Oh, that's so good.
yeah, I was happy with that. Anyway, so so you report that, you take off. We'll cut over to Eli going to the White Thrush.
Look up. I'm still riding high off of that. Do you know who I am? No. And then just running.
I wish
because
that
I don't
was
know who I
live.
am.
Dude,
I wish
that
that
was
was live,
so
dude.
funny.
I'm still like I thought about that the other day randomly. I was like, eh.
One of the reasons it was so funny is you straight up got me with it. It was
Yeah, nobody
you
expected that.
actually got me with it. Like it was
Do
so.
you know
good.
who I am? No. Good.
You should put that in
Throw a smoke bomb
TTRPG
and run.
stories after the session.
Ran away. Yes, you should.
But cool. So Eli, you're headed to White Thrush Place, so that means you're headed to the castle.
Oh, did we start?
I'll say, So what?
Did we start the predictions? Or
Yep.
whatever?
I already bet
Oh.
on myself a whole bunch.
Or not
I must
castle,
have missed it.
fortress.
Oh,
Yes, you head to Sicon Fortress. I've
Oh,
described
next
it a few
fortress. I'm
times,
still.
but pretty much the outskirts of it. Yeah, you did. You all have gone there once. Lama, you went there twice, but the other two of you went with her for something. I just don't remember what. So the first time you were around there, you remember the outskirts having like some training grounds, and there were like a few areas that you could tell were kind of converted to like barracks and other things that maybe weren't before. Because like the first floor is kind of used as a like a halfway house, in a way. They have like a lot of homeless and stuff that go in there because, dude, it rains all the time. Having no home is a death sentence in Setsegia if you don't know how to live off the land or like build shelter or anything like that. A lot of people do. I should say, Sicon doesn't have like a huge homeless population. And that's just because wilderness survival is like a very culturally ingrained thing. So a lot of people who can't like live in cities don't. They just leave. But there are some who just like maybe they didn't learn that, maybe they were orphaned or whatever. They just don't have those skills, and they have to survive off the kindness of others. And this is where a lot of them come through occasionally. Nobody like truly lives there. Because there's only so many beds and that sort of stuff. There's only so much space. But as you come back this time, you notice that some of the converted barracks are no longer as such. You can see that there are a lot more like cots and things in there, like the doors and windows and stuff are open with little awnings to keep the rain out. But it's so humid that they keep the doors and stuff open, so there's a little bit of airflow. So you can definitely see that there are like a lot of people and like sleeping in there and whatnot that you don't take for soldiers, you take them just for citizens. Like a lot of them have moved out into those areas. There are still some barracks, but they seem empty for the most part. And then when you get up to the front, introduce yourself. There's just some formalities. They're like, okay, do you have like an appointment? Yada yada. No, I'm just gonna report some stuff. They let you in. It doesn't take too much. Sometimes it's pretty busy and it can be kind of hard to get in there. Or they'll be like, look, you might be waiting a while, but not this time. They just let you in. Somebody walks with you for a little bit. You sit in that large room where you remember that being where a lot of like the mess hall essentially. But there are a lot of soldiers kind of just mingling with some of the other citizens. Before now, it's relatively empty. You see a few folks kind of roll through occasionally. Somebody sits kind of across from you, keeps to themselves. They don't make eye contact. They're probably just social anxiety or whatever. They don't really talk to you. And occasionally servants and stuff running back and forth. Someone finally was walking through and will kind of pause and like they stop and look at you for a minute and they walk over and say, "Sorry, sir, did you need assistance?"
So I don't have a meeting or anything, but I need to chat with whoever is in charge of your investigations and stuff in this area?
I mean, typically you would go through the guard unless this is a special case.
It's a bit special. It's got some rather magical implications.
Oh, you're looking to talk to the White Thrush.
Right.
Oh, yes, right this way. If you're ready.
Sure.
You walk with him, go upstairs. You go back to the same office that you remember walking into to talk to the person whose name I can't remember at the moment. Hold on. The hell was... No, this is the wrong notes. Shit. Hold on. Nothing like looking at a place expecting a certain set of items and being like, the fuck is this? Oh, it's a different campaign.
Or, I mean, I know the feeling of at least opening the wrong Roll20 and being like, I don't remember being here at all. Or these party members.
Right?
Or looking like this. Or being a woman.
Okay. Sorry. There we go. Load. Oh, shit, that worked. Okay. Cool. Yeah, so they lead you back in that same office, and there's nobody in there right away. They say, I'll go get the, I can't remember his title. He's not from here, but he's filling in as, well, tensions to the east have risen, so I'm sure you've noticed how empty it is in here today.
Mm-hmm.
Gives the goosebumps to imagine what could be on the horizon. But
Right.
feel free to have a seat. Someone will be in shortly.
Okie doke.
Take a seat. And then finally, an Ulukana man, about your same age, you think, walks in. The full white thrush garb. He's got like the mantle, the robes. You can see that his sleeves have been kind of tied back up to the elbow, and you can see that his arms, like the forearms all the way down to the hands, are wrapped. And the wrappings actually have what would amount to like prayer beads, essentially, kind of all the way up them, leading up into the sleeve. So they walk in, they pull their hood off, and walk around to, before they take a seat, they just they kind of stop where the chair is and reach out to shake your hand.
I'll take his hand. Give it a good friendly shake.
Eli Wasif. I'm farewell.
Oh, nice to meet you. I'll be brief. I've got 2 pieces of information that might be quite useful and are going to hopefully be able to be used quickly by you guys more than by anybody else.
He sits down and says, by all means, my sisters told me a lot about you, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
It's Wellmet's brother.
Yes, I am aware.
Okay.
He's trying to pretend he doesn't have an advantage here.
Yeah.
This is well met. I believe you ran into her out west. Yeah.
She said you were working for the White Thrush, but I didn't know you made it all the way to Saigon by now.
Long trip and long story, but I'm sure you had some business to attend to, so I won't bore you with the details.
I mean, I do, but I wouldn't mind hearing it if you have time later or something. We usually are farting around the coin collar after hours, so if you've got time, we'll buy you something to eat.
If I find time, I haven't even got to go there yet. It's one of the main attractions of the city. I haven't been able to step foot in the place.
It's pretty nice. So you should, make time for yourself. You deserve it.
I'll see what I can do. I'm filling a lot of shoes here. You can see he gets like an
seems like it because I kind of just gesture it that everything's empty. Like, yeah, seems like.
He just kind of nods, but like he doesn't want to say it out loud.
Yeah. So I think first I need to cover this. This is going to strain credulity a bit, in that it seems like there's no way I would know this. However, you just gotta at least. I would say you just gotta trust me, but I would prefer if you trusted me and at least did whatever you could to make preparations. So there's probably going to be a new moon in the sky, and I have no idea what kind of potential ramifications that could have for like nature. I'm not good at science and those kind of things. But yeah, that's I don't know exactly when it's going to happen. I don't know how it's going to happen precisely, but that's probably going to be a thing.
I don't know how many guesses that one would have taken me. So I knew another, like a second moon, not.
Yes, an additional moon to the one we have currently.
May I ask how you know this?
Well, we talked to the deity of said moon and got it fixed. Fixed is in inverted commas here. We changed some things, or really we allowed things to be changed, I guess is probably a better way. We didn't actually do anything, but my group and I facilitated the joining of two people to be a moon, essentially. It's very difficult to explain, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah. So a new moon. I have some scholars I can check with that are still in town about that, and maybe we can make a plan for it. Did this involve a stone temple?
No.
Really?
It involved a gentleman who called himself Shaluvi, though. I don't know how familiar you are with Walsani folklore, but there's a story of a boy who chased the moon because he loved her and all this. And apparently it was less of a story and more of a creative retelling of actual events.
Wow. Okay. And that... Interesting.
We just helped him out.
She said you guys were different. I guess that's true. I really want to believe that, but at the same time, I just have to take your word for it.
I understand. I've got nothing to go on other than what I'm telling you, and it's not like this is... But look, I'm saying this, I guess. If you at least put into plan some kind of contingency, I'm not actually asking you to do anything, but if you can formulate some kind of plan,
trust
so you know
me,
when a second moon shows
up.
Appreciate it. And like, when a second moon just kind of shows up, I don't want everybody to be surprised.
I'm still in the business of exploring strange, difficult to explain things. This one's just... it's a step further than normal. Yeah. Did it involve a nascent?
Yes and no. Well, so we went to this place called the Cradle of the Moon, and there was a
lot
of...
Wait, you found the Cradle of the Moon?
Yeah, in a very large lava worm thingy, and I don't know, we went to the astral plane, I think, for a bit. It was very confusing, I'll be honest. Like, I ended up in Gurga somehow, and then back here. I'm not entirely sure. We just kind of got thrown around a bit. It was a very strange day.
Right. Not a great time to tell people you were in Gurga recently, just for future reference.
Oh, sure. Of course, that makes sense. I mean, I didn't travel there willingly, nor did I stay there very long. Nor did I bring back any produce. Or any of the other standard immigration questions they might ask. Okay.
No nascent, or yes and no with the nascent.
I mean, I'm going to go with no, in the sense that it's technically dealt with the previous moon deity who had been sleeping dead. I'm not entirely sure what her status was, and then I'm not really sure what Shaluvi is. Still, like, it feels like he could possibly be a Nescent, but it also feels like he could just be really powerful guy. And then, I don't know, Nessets were around the area, kind of, sort of, but not directly related with what we were doing. It was a lot of weird stuff.
It's interesting. Those Shaluvi stories, I believe, are they're from the Pre-Desolate, aren't they?
As far as
They're
I
very
know,
old.
the books in my master's library were ridiculously old.
Well,
But
I mean, I would try to imagine it being a creature that was maybe born and raised at maybe the end of the Desolate Age into the Starkened Night. No one really knows what happened to some of the characters out there who were on the cusp of nascenthood or anything like that, if they weren't destroyed when the Starkened Night ended. Well, we didn't have a lot of them just, staking their claim to nations or anything like that when it was over. They just seemed to disappear. Maybe he was one of them.
yeah, like I said, I rightfully don't know what really happened. But we helped him out in exchange for his prior assistance on something. We kind of owed him a favor. And then also, love is love. You gotta just, do what you can sometimes to help them crazy centuries-old kids out. It was a very, very odd moment in general.
We'll look into the additional moon. I imagine we'll have to do a lot of preparation in the docks. Goodness. Alright, well, anything else you figure out about that, please don't hesitate to send word.
Oh, I'll send any information we get.
Okay. You can see him, sprinkle, powder and stuff on the ink, gets it to dry, folds that up, ties it off, slides it into a scroll case. Alright, that's one matter accounted for. That is going to, it's probably going to be a bit before I visit the coin collar. So what's the other?
I know you just said that guy's name, but I forgot his name. The steward of Hearth Modric. I'm not gonna call it his name.
Oh, Tobler. I mean, I need to type up the first part.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna call it his name specifically. I'm just gonna say we ran into this assassin who may have been tied with Hearth Modric. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that because they'll say I'm saying that simply to get back at them. But he insinuated that was possible, based on the fact that he's just very good at disguise and all these other things. Anyways, he was attached to the Cult of the Ravenous, I believe, and also to the Fang. Yes, he had a weird amulet thing. He was very difficult to believe, but he killed one guard, threatened another, and then also killed some chickens.
You notice he's not writing.
Held me captive. Yeah. That was weird.
Huh.
Unfortunately, I don't have really any evidence for this except the testimony of the individuals involved.
Well, I imagine they'd be able to at least corroborate that those events happened, but not who did it. Is that about right?
Yeah. His identity was hidden regardless. He said who he was, but he easily could have been lying. But the fact that there is potentially a member of a dangerous, assassin organization or, nascent-based cult, I think should come to your attention. That is very important.
It definitely should. So, it won't be immediate, but there's a mission that the White Thrush has been preparing for some time.
Mm-hmm.
When that's ready, I think you may want to be a part of it. Obviously, you'll be compensated. But
great.
I don't know if that assassin's a part of it all, but you mentioned the Fang, you mentioned the Cult of the Ravenous.
Mm-hmm.
These things are tied more intrinsically than you might understand. I've had some suspicions about Well, not Hearth Modric in general, but specifically Tressa.
I mean, I've got lots of suspicions about that lady, I can tell you from my one meeting with her.
It's... you can tell he's like trying to think on how much he wants to reveal. He's like, my sister trusts you. I don't see a reason not to.
I appreciate that.
I believe that she's the descendant of a man referred to in lots of ancient texts as Smoothhand, sculptor.
Yes.
He crafted these flawless, powerful idols of nascents in their prime. Using them, we presume, as leverage to certain members of their cult, as icons of power to hold leverage over small communities and the like, cultivating sects of worshippers all over the place for these things that probably still remain hidden in the wilderness to this day. The idols themselves were mostly lost to time, likely placed into different hiding places. Smoothhand himself was no nascent, and many of these nascents were killed, one way or the other, slain either by their own followers or other nascents or gods of today's age. But that power doesn't just disappear. These likenesses awakened in some respect. We've found one before, and there are dozens. Not all of them here in Setsegia, but the way the land is pockmarked with caves and caverns and underground rivers that have since dried up, all sorts of things, means that there are ideal places to have stowed these objects.
Right.
One of them, just one, was a threat to at least as many provinces as I traveled through to get here. It didn't escape, but merely confronting it caused a reaction, something forcing it to bring its power to bear. I wasn't present for that battle, or I may not be here speaking to you.
The
Wind Spear, now on the front lines, was bonded to that nascent. Well, from what I hear, the body count was in the hundreds. We have reason to believe that if one of these things manages to escape its sanctuary, it could cause a chain effect. It could cause the others to more easily escape as knowledge of them begins to re-enter the world. People have to study them, to fight them, and to combat them, and that knowledge could lead to further worship or fear, feed their power, making them too strong for their bonds. Most of them have no bonds these days. They're history. They're buried. No one knows of them, or at least no one's come in contact with them to get a reaction of sorts, give them an emissary in the world. But once they do, they can start to affect things on the outside. I know you know of one. If that comes to fruition, this war will be the least of our troubles. Love to tell you more, but I am sworn to secrecy in some matters.
I totally understand. Oaths are oaths. Yeah, so this is obviously a big potential problem, and I think I did the right thing by coming to you with this. So, I don't have much more information other than it's connected with the murders that took place at the Markham Manor earlier this year. The individual claiming to be this assassin also claimed credit for those murders. So,
I guess you can do that when you can put on a false face at will, huh?
right.
I wish there was more we could do, but this current matter takes precedence. Gosh, I got so carried away with the details. I didn't even tie it to what you were talking about. The reason all those details are relevant is the Fang he shakes his head, is a group that is firmly against every pantheon that currently exists in Hayethe. I don't know every deity, but they do, and they hate all of them. There was, we presume, their own nascent, quite powerful. Some betrayals from within, maybe a concentrated effort from elsewhere, clearly headed up by followers of others, managed to thwart whatever their plans were to bring this, what we believe to be a goddess, into actual deification. They've held a grudge ever since. In a sense, I suppose I can't blame them, but they have made it their mission to remove followers of other deities, to disrupt the works of the gods, those they protect, those they care about, trying to find a way to strike at them. They have some buy-in to want to back creatures of gods that never were. We have very good reason to believe they would have a lot to gain from befriending, allying with someone who wishes to continue or resurrect Smoothhand's work.
Right. I suppose that makes sense if they're going for gods that never were. The statues of former Nascents are like the perfect thing. It's like a kid in a candy store for them.
Exactly. And, well, if their Nascent never received one of these idols, and we're right, and Tressadorat may be the descendant of Smoothhand, it's possible they're working at receiving an idol of their own. Something they can empower over time, feed with fear and blood and sacrifice whenever they need to. Maybe they don't actually get a true cosmic god out of it. But you don't have to be a god to cause untold destruction.
Right. Yeah, that's bad. Obviously, we don't want them to have that. So, is there anything I can do besides obviously furnishing you with information at this point that can help? You said you might have a mission?
Soon.
Or an operation? Okay.
Yes. Very soon. Within the next couple of months, I'd say.
Great.
I would just ask you just keep yourself available.
I'll do my best, for sure.
Yeah.
Seems, of utmost importance.
I can't help but think that the timing of... We're hearing some rumblings of movement, of plans they're enacting as a business, but also a bit under the table. And I can't help but feel that the timing with Gurga's attack is very well thought out. I don't think they caused it, but I think they've been waiting for it. Ugh.
Makes
It's
sense.
a mess.
Right, that's a perfect time.
It is, and considering that they've claimed several of the mines that we used to manufacture weapons. They fund training facilities for soldiers. They've done a lot to ingratiate themselves with the people of Setsegia.
Mm-hmm.
We're unfortunately leaning on them to an extent. Now that our Cold War is starting to heat up. All that said, we're awfully close to the border. If we decide to move shop, I think everyone would understand.
I'll take that under advisement, but I do want to be close in case something happens at least.
Yeah. Well, I think that's all I had for forewarnings and forebodings. If you learn anything else, definitely keep us posted. If you get in contact or are contacted by anyone from Modric, maybe keep us in correspondence.
Will do. I'll let you know.
I can't... How do I put this? I can't assume any of their actions are unattached, unadorned, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's all connected at this point. But you get in this long enough, and if you're not paranoid, you're not doing your job. So, hopefully I'm wrong.
True words.
Well, I appreciate your reports. I'll get to the scholars working on this moon thing, and I'll get you information on the mission upcoming as soon as I find anything else out.
Oh, thank you. It's been wonderful to meet you. Your sister spoke highly of you as well. So great to finally see you in the flesh.
She did?
She mentioned you and said that you were doing good things, so there's that.
Huh. She never speaks highly of me. Rat.
Well, siblings, I've been told, are often like that.
Leads over to shake your hand again. Good fortune to you, Eli.
And to you.
Alright, you have now met farewell.
Hooray! We did it, guys.
Alright, Sam. You ready to find out what you see when you get back to your cottage?
I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick.
Okay. When I had to leave, I put it in chat like a normal person. No, sitting here, I was like, dude, this kitchen.
Oh, you did put it in chat.
Yeah, this chair from my table is killing my butt right now. It's just like the most uncomfortable thing in the world to sit in. So I ran and grabbed my office chair, and I've had to adjust everything down because it sits lower.
Okay. So yeah, you finally make it back over there.
Yeah.
It is raining there again, of course.
All right, good. Maybe we'll put out all the.
Good.
Oh, I hear. Are you doing that?
Doing what?
Fuck with me.
What? I don't hear anything weird.
I thought I heard something weird for like a split second, and then it seemed to go back to normal. What are you hearing?
Do you not hear the like air noises?
There's air noises?
No, not at all.
No, I don't. Look, man, after the mimic stuff in the other campaign, I don't trust anything, alright?
Wait, I actually don't know what you're talking about this time. That's why I took my headphones off. Is my fan loud?
Okay. No, it sounds like it's coming from the shared audio, possibly. But no, like ambient.
Do you have the stream on or something? Because an ad just ran.
It's real low, though. No, I'm
an ad did just run. Okay.
I'm a subscriber.
Anyone in the chat? Did you guys hear air noises?
No.
I didn't hear air noises. I promise.
No, it sounded much like you've you've opened the door out into the wastes, and the you're seeing
Like
that kind of noise. Yeah.
I imagined what you said. I didn't hear it. It was like I tripped.
Yeah. That's what I heard. That's why I was like, wait a second.
Nah, it wasn't me. If it was, then I didn't hear it. Like I have no idea what it was.
This is time to admit that I unmuted and farted directly into the microphone.
Oh.
I'm kidding. I did not.
Only Panda heard it.
Yeah. It sounds like the wind blowing through the wasteland, my dude. You gotta go to a doctor.
I need to go to a doctor, friend. Cool. So Sam, you make it back.
Toxic clouds and
Fart
Fallout
jokes aren't
farts.
funny.
To some.
Yes, they are.
It depends on the joke to me, but you make it back, and it is raining again. All of your chickens are accounted for. All the rest of them
Alive?
Yeah, all the ones that were alive are still alive
Okay.
because they weren't in the coop.
Yeah.
They weren't in the coop. You had to do the and then they came running out of the forest again. Like they learned their lesson after you disappeared last time. They're like, we ain't going back in there. They ran off into the woods, so they didn't get murdered. But so your chickens are accounted for. However, when you go up to the door, there is what appears to be a red smile has been like painted on your door, and the words "Welcome home" below the smile.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What a nerd.
I start just dousing it in kerosene. No, I'm joking. Don't do that. Like, no, he trapped
So much
this.
for your cabin where nothing bad has ever happened.
Yeah, I'll just build a new one. I know he's trapped this. No, I would like to. I'm gonna look in through. You said there are windows in this house, correct?
You know what? Yeah. Let me take you to your house map. Hold on.
Yeah. Because I forget exactly.
Where the fuck is your house?
I'm gonna
map,
try and.
please?
I'm going to do a completely normal thing that other people do when they think somebody's booby-trapped their home, and they're going to go to a different door than the front door or a different entrance to their house and look inside to see if they can see, like, I don't know, a bomb set up at the front door, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Or, sorry, an explodey thing. I'm sure the algorithm doesn't like the word that I said.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Explodey
Get rid of
thing.
these chickens that aren't there no more. Get rid of these people who ain't over here no more. Is you. See if our Bronx here. And then that's it.
Is Rabon here?
Unless you told LeBron to come back out.
Okay. I mean, I didn't tell him to do anything. So
Oh, you know what? Yeah, he probably wouldn't be here at the moment.
he's his own man. So
Not right now. He wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
And get rid of Eli. He's not there no more.
Nope. No
He's
longer
dead.
a prisoner.
Yeah, we never made sure that this was the real Eli. This could be a doppelganger.
It could.
You don't even know.
Yeah, I could just do this. Yeah, there we go. That's better. All right, and then let's move you on over there, and then I'll bring it up for camera. For camera. Which,
Why am
yeah.
I? Okay, no, I'm not zoomed way in. I'm just way over.
And then
Not where I'm
go
supposed to
back
be.
over here. Is it actually doing the thing it's supposed to do? Oh, it is. No. Incorrect. Go over there. Yay. Okay. Actually, I'll just...
Excuse me. I will look at the door and just be like, I go over to the window, try and peek in there. Are the shutters closed on it?
No. you can see inside your cottage. Give me a perception check. Interesting.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's still a
It's in a forest. It's 23.
Oh my
I love
god,
how
that's
high your one
sick.
is.
You
I
are
love
in a
it.
forest, but I can't say looking into a house. I
Yeah,
can't give you the
I know.
forest bonus for that. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
No, I'll let you roll luck, Sam, to get
No,
to that
I'm not.
20.
I'm
No,
not.
okay.
It's a natural one.
It
It's a
doesn't matter on
natural
skill
one for a
checks.
total of 19.
Yeah. Skill checks can still succeed on that ones. So with a 19 though,
Silly though.
trap DCs they tend to be pretty high. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you peer in there. It looks pretty damn pristine, actually. Like you try to peer around and see if you can see anything on the door from that side. Can't really see anything out of place. It looks pretty normal. Looks like everything. It looks clean. Like it wasn't particularly dirty, but it looks like maybe he cleaned up before he left, which you don't know how the hell he would have had time to do that, and then also race down to the city to catch up with you, unless he came back after. That could have happened.
Many talents.
Yeah.
But you don't see anything with a 19.
Right. Here's the bad thing, because I don't know I rolled the natural one, basically. Sam doesn't know.
You look, you don't see anything. That doesn't mean you have to immediately believe nothing's wrong. Just you can't
everything's
find anything.
safe. Yeah.
You can't find anything. Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can convince Sherlock to go perch on the chicken coop.
Yeah, I don't think he would mind perching on the chicken coop.
That's me. Can I
Be like,
just
no.
Sherlock? Yes. Okay. And I'm gonna try. Okay, this is Sam, not me, because my ass would just go in through the window if I believe, but fuck
Yeah.
it.
You would.
Let's see. Is this written in blood?
It
Or
looks like
I say
paint,
written.
like
Yeah, I mean,
dye.
it is
It
written.
looks like dye to you.
Seems like a waste, but all right. I guess I could just paint the whole door red.
He's rich.
That'd be weird. Yeah. I'll try the door handle, see if he locked it or not. I don't even remember if it had a door lock.
Not
If
rich
not,
enough he didn't care to steal money from somebody.
I mean,
So you try to open it.
yeah. Or I was seeing if it's unlocked.
So you turn it. So you try to engage the doorknob.
Yeah, at least jiggle the handle. Yeah.
It does turn past where you think it would stop if it was locked.
Okay. Okay, so I know that perception check was for the interior. Is that also for this door?
No.
Okay. Because I'm trying to think of in my meta if I check the door as well.
Hold on a second. My stupid headphones decided to disconnect Bluetooth again.
No, I'm succeeding at everything right now. I'm going in. I'm in.
I have to turn it back on.
Yeah, so I see, and she's just standing there. She's like, "Look, I've redecorated," and she's perfect in every way. And she's, oh god.
Yeah, that's just karma, Sam.
Sorry, I heard myself really loud.
Oh yeah, no.
Me
We
too.
did a
You
little
doubled.
repeat.
Yeah,
But-
okay.
Yeah, my headphones just came back online, so
Okay, good.
it had to-
Yeah,
it
so
had
I
to
just want to make sure I'm not
resync the audio.
metagaming if I check the door as well.
No, like I said, you can.
Okay.
failing the check just means you looked as hard as you could and couldn't find anything. That doesn't mean you
Yeah.
can't suspect something, right?
Yeah. I'll check the door as well to make sure there's no, well, at least on this side, obvious tripwires or whatnot. Traps of some kind.
Okay.
He put a bucket filled with urine, just on the inside, so when I open it, it'll dump on me or something like that,
Okay.
Just
Yeah.
mean-spirited things.
Yeah, could be.
Perception again?
Perception again.
Slightly higher.
For fuck's sake. Hey, are you keeping it? Oh, it's 25.
25.
That's dope. That's dope.
25 is definitely a degree on that, okay?
Yeah,
it's not like it's a
that's-
30, but like,
That's more like a trap DC.
yeah.
Fucking hell,
4,
dude.
alright. I didn't warm up any dice before this, so.
Yeah, that's actually worth checking.
Yeah.
Goddamn DC.
Maybe he did a bad job. He was in a hurry, possibly.
Darn, where'd it go?
I don't know why this reminds me of some movie where they get in a car and they're like, they think it's like rigged to blow or something like that, and they put the key in the ignition, and they start it, and it actually starts, and they're like, oh, thank God, it's not trapped. But it's like winter, so they turn the heater on as soon as they hit like the heater button, and it blows up. Because they are like, yeah, it's just dummy. Like, of course. See, I'd put it on the Prindle, the parking reverse, low neutral drive. Prindle.
No, you said it right the first time.
Yeah, whatever. The shifting thing. That's where I would hook up my tripwire. Everybody's gonna look at the ignition.
Got to put it in gear to go.
And also, like, people usually shift with authority, so it's really gonna hit whatever you're wanting to hit. I don't know, but a lot of the ones have
Yeah.
digital ones now where it's a knob.
It's true. There are some of those weird knobby ones.
Ah, yes, this is the one. Oh, cool. Yeah, I like that one.
Often in my security job, I like to do the things like think like a criminal, and this is what I would do to like break into a place or whatever. And it's like, I would never do this, but I like to think about it. Because
I imagine it's
That's
decently helpful when
Yeah.
preventing criminals to think like them.
So it is... Oh, that's the trigger. Got it. Okay. So you do detect something. You've got like the handle twisted and like kind of just wiggle the door a little bit. Just like, did I hear anything weird? You don't really hear anything weird. Like looking all around the edges of it. Haven't released the handle or anything yet, just in case. And you find out that's a good thing. You didn't release the handle yet. You can see that it takes a minute, but especially because of how the smile is constructed. Part like the edge of the smile like goes like around the doorknob. And when you start kind of examining that spot, you finally realize that, oh, I see what happens. There is a very faint reddish seam. It is just barely a different color than the die, but it actually seems to shine through it a little bit. You see that like it surrounds the handle, like the knob, in like a circle. And then there's also one at like the base of the doorknob. Staring at it for a little bit, at first it almost looks like it's like a spider web of little red lines, but then you notice that no, they're like runes or glyphs. And that when you turned the handle, all of the glyphs aligned. So if you let go of the handle, it'll break the seal that you've now formed. Unfortunately, you cannot disarm magical traps because you don't have the trap finding ability. So you're gonna have to think your way out of this one.
Yep. Let's see. My okay. Door's made out of wood, correct?
Correct.
Okay. I want to say it was probably obvious, but I mean,
It never hurts to check.
Yeah, and like the weird guy here doing weird zombie shit could have made a
Bone door.
like a metal door or something, or like wood with
Right.
a metal sheet or something. Reinforced it somehow or something.
Yeah.
Bone door.
You
Let me
can
look
also.
at my
It feels like
inventory.
there's heat building up on the other side of the door while you have this held. Not like
So quick.
super fast,
quickly,
but just like
uh,
it is. You can definitely tell it's getting hot on the other side of it.
Cool. So it's specifically the door handle and the area around the door handle, correct?
Yes.
This where the glyph is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like you can imagine that whenever it was at neutral, it still hadn't completed the seal yet. It's once you turned it, you've turned it right to where it like connects all of the lines properly. And then if you had like let go of it or anything like that, it would have gone off.
Okay. Well, to risk setting off another trap, I'm going to go ahead and open the door. I'm assuming it opens inward.
Yes.
Okay. Trying to keep my hand, like the doorknob, aligned. I don't know if it's a knob or it's a handle, but
This one's a knob.
okay. Ooh, that's gonna be harder to deal with.
Yeah. So,
Uh,
yeah, I mean, if you do set off another trap and it hurts you, there's a good chance you let go of this. So you
Yeah,
know.
yeah. Yep.
And there's nobody here to help you, except the chickens and Sherlock. You know.
Yep.
What's his heal check look like?
Yeah, Sherlock's? I don't know. Did he get a level?
I mean,
I didn't level him up.
that's according to your class. So.
Okay. Yeah, I chose. Wait. Go in somatic.
Yeah, it's hard to find spells with no somatic.
Or no, because I need both hands. Probably.
Yeah.
Okay, so none of that helps me.
So, confirmation, do you open the door or are you just staying put for now while you're thinking?
I was going to open the door.
You are proceeding with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll find out what happens. Because that's his first thought is, I'm going to open this door all the way, so then I'm going to push it up against the wall to brace it, basically. Because I can't like brace it against anything because it'll just open now. I guess I could pull it, but that's not great either.
How do I count this?
Welcome home indeed, Sam.
Yep.
Okay, so I think the way I'm going to count it is because we're trying to keep hold of the door. I assume you're trying to keep hold of the handle and not let go of it.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
So you open the door. There is you hear it pretty much immediately. There's a tripwire that gets like just immediately. It doesn't snap, like it comes unmoored from something, and like kind of whizzes across the door. You can like even hear the wire sort of burn against the wood as it snaps across. And there is a powerful force seems to pull the door all the way open. As you notice, as it's like pulling you inside, there is a panel just on the other side, like laid flat on the floor, that you see these bone spikes spring up, and it just sits right up to jam the bone spikes at you. So, like, pulls you in, and this panel comes up to like smack into you. I think I have to say it targets flat-footed. Because you're trying not... You can't try to avoid it because you need to keep hold of the handle. Okay.
Yeah.
It's possible it still doesn't penetrate your armor, but we'll see. Ooh.
Possible it doesn't penetrate my arm.
If I roll a 19, it's a little different. So thankfully for you, it only crits on a 20. So you don't get crit. Do you take... There are... How many? I can't remember how many spikes he put on that. This level... 6 spikes. Okay. One roll for all 6. Okay, so you take 20 points of piercing damage as the bone spikes just jam into the side of your body. Okay. And then... It's a good check for this. I'm going to say this is a fortitude save to keep hold of the door. 20 points of damage is just pretty intense pain. And it's a lot of force you got slammed into with. Woo! It wanted that too. I wanted that too also.
Wait, you wanted 2? All right. Nothing but 2s for you the rest of the game.
I want 2 for you. 2's for you.
You wanted a 2 though. It heard. People heard.
No. God damn it. So this bone spike slam into you, and you can like feel the force of this like almost push you back out of the house. You keep a hold of the door handle. I imagine you would like probably just yell out in pain and just gritting your teeth, like pulling your like shoulder and arm away from one of these spikes, trying to make sure it doesn't break off or anything like that. Which means I need this would be an escape artist check, or just a dexterity check if you're not trained. This is to try to like peel yourself off the spikes, keeping a hold of the handle, and like not break any of them off in yourself. Yeah, or you know what? Actually, no. Sorry, no. You can do a heal check for this.
Oh, well, that's going to be a lot higher. Yeah.
Jeez, we are feast and famine like crazy already.
Yeah. I got warmed up with those 2 low ones.
So it takes you a minute of just kind of like steadying your breath to be able to like slide your way off of some of these, like hold some of them in place and like get the right angle off of them. It's slow work, but you manage to dislodge from the bones and like push that panel back down, so it just lands hard on the floor. You can hear it lands on some kind of spring or something like that, like some coiled mechanism on the other side, so it like bounces up a little bit, but not much. Like whatever this was wound pretty tight.
This nerd left me a free spring.
Right.
I'm gonna find a use for that.
So you're definitely bleeding. But you managed to get that off of you and keep hold of the handle so far.
Yeah.
You are now inside the room. You can be either in the left or the right space of the door. Either one's fine.
Yeah, there's fine. Or, I'm assuming the door handle's gonna be on the right side if you're facing it, so it'd be opening to this area.
Correct. Yeah.
Unless it's not, because there's a window there. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
That is correct. It opened, leftwise.
Yeah. But yeah, basically my plan was to grab the door, push it all the way open until it's pressed up against something, then I can...
Okay, so you do that. You can still feel that there's heat building on the other side of the door. Even when it's like pressed against the wall.
Cool.
It does feel like it hits, like there's something on the other side of the door that like kind of hits the wall before the door is flush.
All right. It's gonna be a fun thing. Without loosening my grip on this door handle, can I see what's on the other side of the door?
So try to like finagle your way over there. Keep your grip steady.
Yeah. I know it's gonna require like some kind of check probably soon to be like, how long can you keep a door handle exactly where it needs to be while you're like
thankfully,
moving around?
Thankfully, it was like full turn, right? So you just have to keep it at full turn because it's an old ass door, so it like you only know if it's unlocked if you can get it all the way across. It doesn't just open when you get it 60% of the way open. You have to get it all the way open to disengage the mechanism. So you get to just hold it all the way that way. You don't have to be precise. Otherwise, there would have been no way to make that check would have been so much higher to get hit with a fucking panel and then not move. But anyway, so you kind of peer around there, and you can see it looks like there's some kind of slab, like this thin. I hesitate to call it a slab, like a thin sheet of stone on the other side. It looks like you may think like slate, or it's very dark colored, very dark gray from what you can tell, but it seems just like a thin sheet of stone about 2.5 by 2.5.
Luke.
But it seems just like flush attached to that side. You can tell the heat is coming off of that.
Fun. All right. Oof. So if I break this sigil, whatever you want to call it probably goes off. I don't know what would happen if I smack the ever-loving Dickens out of this sheet of whatever. Just like try and break it off the door.
It would be quite difficult without appropriate tools.
Yeah, not like I do have tools, but they're probably in a bag on my back.
Yeah. And you'd only have one hand to work with. Yeah.
Yeah. In theory, I could probably pull a dagger or even the falcata off my belt, and try to use that to as a prying tool, but that's not what they're made for, I'd go with secret option C and just try to pull the door off the hinges.
You could do that.
Yeah. Try real hard, I have no clue. Sorry, I'm thinking on what to do. Look at my stuff. What stuff do I got? Not a lot. Not a lot that would be helpful. Do I have... I have the magic ice sword, which is still what it's labeled in my inventory. That was
the magic ice sword.
Yeah, magic ice sword. Because I still haven't identified that properly.
Yeah.
That's a versatile weapon, right? Can be wielded one-handed, two-handed?
It is a one-handed weapon, which can always be wielded one-handed or two-handed.
Okay. I say versatile. I think that's a
That's a 5e thing.
5e. That's a 5e thing, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're picking up on
and
it.
And a Pathfinder 2 thing, but yeah.
Can I use that to make an attack on it? Yeah, this is either going to go real good or real bad.
I mean, you could. Yeah, you can. You have not while it's when you got the whole door pushed over. You're not going to really have space to try to properly get it. Yeah, you could switch hands and then draw the weapon and step back a little and whack it. That's what you want to do.
So, it being a knob really hindered my plans of tie a rope to it and move far away enough and just let it go, But or bowstring or something else, I could make something work. Cloak,
And also, this is clearly a magical trap, so
yeah,
visuals don't give as many clues as to what it does. It's not mechanical.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna give you the two things I want to do, and you tell me which one Sam thinks would be better. Because I have a
I can
crowbar
tell
and I
you-
have that magic.
That's you. You as a person
Yeah, I
decide.
So
I'm either going to try and crowbar this thing off,
Yeah.
or smack it with the ice sword and hope that the ice does something.
Yeah.
I'm not
gonna
cool it
give you a
off,
hint.
or yeah.
Your
So what
fellow
else?
players can give you hints. Yeah.
Try and crowbar or ice. Ice might just. I mean, anything magic might just set it off. Crowbar also might just set it off. But
Yeah, crowbar to me speaks more bluntly and harsh, and you've been kind of sensing a heat, so maybe ice will help? Question mark.
yeah, because it also
So
might
my
just
vote,
be yeah.
my vote is ice, personally.
I think that Sam would just think magic beats magic, right?
I mean, yeah. Okay, yeah, let's go with magic ice sword. Let's go. I guess.
Just swing at the stone plate.
Sure. And
Okay.
see what happens. Yeah. What sword's gonna happen? I can break a good magical sword and die.
What it do? Yeah, let's find out what it do.
Okay, cool.
I
So
mean, it's not Rigidus, so you're fine. That's a joke only Patrick will get, but
yeah.
Do
So
I need to make an attack roll or?
to hit a station. Nah.
Okay.
Not at 9th level when we're not even in combat time.
Yeah.
Because what happens if you miss? You swing again. That's
Yeah.
So you wind up and you smack this stone plate with this ice sword. A few things happen, kind of all at once. The plate does react. You can hear wood splintering as it seems to burst through the other side of the door. And you can just see this shape that it forms, on the other side of it. It seems to just condense and push its way through the door. You almost imagine a spike, except the spike gets this curved head on it. As it's ripping through the door, it winds and swings at you as a scythe. At the same time, in the path of its swing, it seems to release this kind of grayish-green cloud of mist that starts to just fill the room. So you just see this whoosh and this plume of greenish smoke coming out of it as it makes an attack on you.
Rude.
Do you try to keep a hold of the doorknob still?
This man set up 3 traps on one door. No, shit's
was
kind of
actually one
going
trap.
bad. Is it? No, damn.
Yeah, what you're saying is one trap.
Yeah, I'd probably let go because Sam would probably think, "Yep, it's gone off," and would release to try and either do his best for dodge, but not dodge.
Yeah, so instead of being flat-footed, you're at normal AC.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I lose a hand, whatever, At least I switched hands and it's not my dominant hand.
I don't remember what your AC is, so I'm doing the thing.
Oh, I didn't even look to see what you rolled.
God damn it. Whatever, I think a 20 hits you.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure a 20 hits you. Ooh.
you only have 14?
Fuck off. You only have
Well,
14? We all were
we only
bitching at me for having 15 before. Oh my god, he has so many!
You still have so many, but
we only have 30 that we spend on every
we only
D20
have
roll.
9 now. But it's been so long since you last rolled a danger dice, so I was like, oh, okay, he only has that much now.
Uh-huh.
Guys, just let him kill one player character, okay? He deserves it.
Just one.
Hey, my character's currently starving, so there's a good chance that
And
she
Sam's
will be
dumb.
in.
No.
I'm currently still a spellcaster and fold like a steel chair.
Okay, so you take 16 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
If there were other people, it could hit a whole swath of folks, but since it's just you, you're gonna take that damage, and then you get to make a save versus the poison gas that's filling the room.
Sick.
Oh,
Which is a
fun.
fortitude save.
Sick. I'm sick.
Sick. I'm sick, bro.
Sam is winning the snail poll right now.
So,
Holy hell!
Right?
Two
So
to nothing.
before we continue,
Yeah,
do
do
you
you
have an
think-
ability that helps with this?
With poison?
No, with rolling a 1 on a saving throw.
Once.
Yeah. Hold on. I forgot about this. I'd never used these. Yeah. Boop. If you roll an actual 1 on a saving throw, or a crit is confirmed against you, you can re-roll that. Yeah.
Okay,
I'll use
go ahead
that.
and re-roll. Mark that off for the day.
Sick. Because it's never like
It's never
like
been a
the
saving
critical,
throw
you know?
for the most part, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, what are the chances I get 2 ones in a row? No. I was saying
Why didn't you
it, so
finish
it
that
might
sentence
happen.
faster?
I know.
Okay, so
one.
with a 24, you get like a slight hit of this gas as like you gasp when the fucking scythe like just tears it through your armor into your side. Start coughing. You can feel immediately your throat starts to burn, but it's not like the most painful. It's more just like it definitely makes you cough, almost like you sit too close to somebody cooking like chili oil or something like that, where you're just like, oh, like something hits the back of your throat.
Yeah.
But you can feel it sort of spreading, sort of like makes the skin like on the outside of your neck tingle, like down to your shoulders, but also up across like your ears, like against the back of your head, and you feel immediately very lightheaded, and you just, like obviously start holding your breath. And there's like a moment where you kind of hallucinate for a second, like you can see like the door kind of wavers and you see like a shadow move outside, but your vision corrects itself as like you stop breathing in the gas and everything seems normal again. You succeeded. I'm assuming you now leave the area. This room is filling with gas. Yeah. Okay. So
Believe it or not, I have stuff for poison that I had prepped. Because this dude's been poisoning people. So I had delay poison and detect poison ready.
Yeah. So yeah, you managed to step out of there for a bit and like kind of cough a few more times, take a few deep breaths of like fresh air, like kind of humid, wet air, but you know, still better than the poison. You can give it some time before you can see that it's finally dissipated enough, and like walk over there a little bit close. You don't smell anything. Like, walk a little closer, wait a little bit longer, come back in, and eventually it does finally dissipate.
Cool. In that meantime, I'm gonna cast Cure Light Wounds on myself. Yeah, because
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, saved. Sick. Word of the day is sick.
Sick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hang on to that other. I'm not gonna cast it again immediately. I'm gonna keep that.
You want to know what that poison would have done if you had failed? Just 1d4 wisdom.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. But then if you fail
Still.
again, it's 2d6 wisdom.
Oh, yikes. That's a lot.
That detects that delay poison spell would have come in handy then.
Yeah, if you cast it the first round, probably a good chance that, you don't suffer the rest of it. But if you take that 2d6, you might not have enough wisdom to cast the spell.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a good thing you succeeded. Good for you, Sam. So I'll just tell you, you do find a few other traps, mostly on the windows, once you go back inside. I didn't give this to you for the other one because you were focused on the door. But like when you're inside, the other traps are pretty obvious, little like tripwire things that would like fling stuff at you. One of them would just like break all the glass in the window in your direction. You see one that was like attached to like this small ceramic device that kind of reminds you of a thunderstone that you used on that water troll once.
Yeah.
You can see that all the windows had little traps on them. Most of them not particularly interesting. But that Thunderstone one, you do get a Thunderstone off of it. They're pretty easy to dismantle.
Oh, nice.
On the other side of them. It's just you can imagine, like if you try to come through the window, having one of them hit you might have even set off some of the others, and could have caused a lot of problems. But once you get through the door, which is obviously the most dangerous, you're able to kind of clear the rest of the house. It takes you some time, but you're able to clear it pretty successfully.
Now if I get an Eevee, I can evolve it to a Jolteon.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know. Well, that was a thing.
Yeah, Thunderstones are in the compendium, so if you search in the little thing,
I'll do that rather than just typing it in then.
Yeah, just drag it over.
I do not remember what they do.
Yeah, drag it over to your sheet, and for now, change the name to just Thunderstone. Just put +1, because you'll have to have it like properly identified to see it, because it is different than a normal one.
Those range attack,
So just put a +1 after the Thunderstone part.
Yeah, I'll just boop it so other people can see what it is. Yes,
you're able to clear your house. It is otherwise still standing. Only took a little bit of blood, sweat, and tears to get it cleared again.
Is the I'm checking everything. Is the basement? Is the I forgot what it was called. It was a like herb growing thing for natural resources for
the traveling garden, I believe is what
yes,
it's
thank
called.
you. Is that still intact and downstairs? And not like salted?
Actually,
he didn't dump all of my salt on it?
Right. It actually appears to be pretty well tended. You can tell that some of the stuff off of it is taken. So you can imagine, like, several of the uses for that day are not on it. But it does seem to still be intact.
I would like to use the feat that I just got. Which I can click on it once I get to it. Healer man. I give up on that first part of that feat. I cannot. Improv healer. There we go.
Improvisational healer. Cool.
Yeah, without kit, no penalty on the check. With kit, get bonus, lots more because of the whole potion thing. Because I'm like, that's too much to put. Like, even all the potion stuff is too much to put in the short description. But yeah, I'm assuming there's enough there to do at least one heal thing.
Yes. It has exactly one use for today.
Okay. I would like to do that. So roll a heal check.
So yeah, that'll be heal plus. Hold on. Heal +2 plus. So you're at a +4 then, from the feat, because the feat adds an additional +2.
Okay. Because it's
normally you get.
It's one of those things that's like this is technically like improve it, like it's a healer's kit, but it's all natural stuff. Like I can see where it may
counts
not
as
mesh.
a healer's kit.
Okay.
Yeah, the stuff counts as a healer's kit. So having the healer's kit, you get the +2 from that, and then the feat gives you an additional +2 on top of it for having a healer's kit.
Okay. So 4 then.
Yeah, heal +4. I'm assuming you're trying to do like treat deadly wounds on yourself.
Yeah. I'm not sure what it's called.
That's what it would be. Funny enough, now that I think about it, because you're doing it on yourself, which gives you a -4, so that evens it out.
Okay, so that would drop it down
so
to
it would be a
26,
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
DC for treat deadly wounds is 20.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
with my that's pretty good. Check.
1 hit point per level of the creature. If you exceed DC by 5 or more, add your Wisdom modifier. So you're going to heal 9 plus your Wisdom because you're 9th level.
So 9.
Oh wait, actually, hold on.
4.
How many uses does
13.
this take? I think this takes more. This takes more than 1 use though. Hold on. For each elect, you should only have 2 uses. So you'd have been at a -2. So a 26 would be a 24. So
okay, so that'd be
nix
below
the
5,
Wisdom
then.
modifier. Yeah, so nix the Wisdom modifier.
Okay, so just 9.
Just your level, just 9. Yeah. Unless you burn a luck.
That brings me. Nah, not worth it for that. Getting me sitting pretty at a 30. I got down to 10 health.
Could have been a lot worse if you fucked up that getting them bone spikes out, because then you would have started bleeding.
Yeah.
Bone spikes.
Bone spikes.
Dickhead booby trapped my house. Fuck him. Anyway. Cool. I do a quick inventory on my house, make sure that like I'm not missing everything that was in here.
Yeah.
Not that I had a lot of stuff in my house. Most of my stuff was left at the office because I hadn't had time to take it all out here. Also, it's safer in the office. Yeah.
So yeah, you inventory. There are some things missing, but nothing like negligible things, right? So yeah, there's like a couple of tools here and there, some things you're pretty sure that were used to like craft some of the traps or assist in crafting some of the traps that weren't salvageable once you took them down or whatever. So you're missing some things, but nothing of particular note. Obviously, you wanted to travel light, so you didn't just like walk out
gruesome
with a bunch of
thing.
barrels of potatoes or whatever.
Yeah. I would, but no. You haven't seen me play Baldur's Gate 3. My inventory's full of taters.
I'm not surprised at all.
Yeah. And plates and goblets. But
Just
literally
my
everything.
camp chest is full of all the food, because you don't have to carry it on you.
Yeah.
This is my surprise face.
Can I identify what kind of bones were in that trap?
Oh yeah, give me knowledge of nature.
Like,
because
if they're people bones, I'm gonna be a little bit more upset. They're like aminal bones, not so much. I'm not gonna
Used your chickens.
Yeah,
it was a 14.
they got them boneless wings now.
You can't narrow it all the way down, but it was either they're pretty big to have like enough size and like sturdiness to like punch through skin and armor and stuff like that, and still be that length. It had to be at least a medium-sized creature, but you can't really glean any more than that.
Well, off to the burn pile they go, because I mean, I know bones don't really burn that well, but yeah, they gotta get real hot.
There is a piece of wood that was salvaged from somewhere in your house. The spring, you don't know where that came from. That's new. You just had that on.
Yeah. Cool.
So you have a very tight.
That's gonna be a
spring.
thing now. There's it's like a slinky or whatever. It's a reverse slinky. I push it together and I go instead of pulling it apart.
Like you could, or just I said tightly coiled. A very it's hard to press down. Whatever.
Yeah.
It's like you could tell, like
You
kind of like lean on it and you get it to like press down a little bit, and then like pull your feet up and you just kind of bounce. Like, damn, that thing is wrong.
He steal this off of a '97 Chevy? What the hell? No.
Honestly, let's see. Do you have any craft skills?
Wool.
Oh, just the wool one. Okay.
Because that was the joke one.
Yeah. You just have a spring that's pretty damn powerful.
I don't think I actually. Oh, actually, no, I don't. I not? Oh no, I did put a rank into wool products.
Wool products.
Yeah, a single
Stuff.
rank into it, which is not like, that's not devoting a whole lot into that.
True.
That's the thing of, like, if I have wool, I want to be able to make wool yarn or something with it, and
Yeah.
it's not like it's going to be a rope,
Wool
it's
and
yarn.
wool accessories.
So for the sake of moving things along here,
Yeah, no.
What were you?
Sorry.
Were you just like planning to just stay in your house, tidy up, or was it like something you specifically wanted to do out there?
I was going to make sure it was now. If there were traps, they were all taken care of. Looks like I've accomplished that.
Yeah. Like you've already been out here a few hours by this point.
Yeah. Make sure the chickens are fed, because it's been like a day or two. Probably give them, overfeed them a little bit, maybe. Like put more in there than they need.
Yeah, we'll say that's tending to the homestead. It's just homestead.
Yeah.
Do you just spend the rest of the day resting there at this point?
Yeah, I'll
Get
probably
some
end up-
more healing.
Yeah, I'll end up sleeping out here, probably.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go get Shrillhawk, bring him in. So
Right.
we'll just be that for the night, basically.
You like sit in a chair, like look out the window. You just see him just getting rained on on top of the chicken coop, just staring back at you. Ah, shit.
Why do you need to be sitting on top of it and not in it? Because the
You're right.
chickens would not like that.
No.
Oh! Oh! Just chicken
No,
noises.
he's terrifying to chickens.
Yeah.
But cool. So that's that day. You'll rest. Without getting too specifically granular, unless you guys are trying to. Yeah, like what else were you wanting to do? Any big picture stuff you wanted to work on, things you wanted to investigate?
Lamia did want to see if she could find, I guess a shaman or anything, so that potentially get healed of this fucking energy drain.
Okay, so you're gonna try to figure out how to get the energy drain removed.
Yeah.
Got that in the chamber.
I want to find that guy I technically owe money to for getting us into the city.
Okay. You're gonna try to find Shady Man.
Yep.
Is this in the same day?
This is just in general. We'll say this is after.
Okay.
This will be potentially after, or all probably
I'm just-
after. We don't have to go day by day either. Some of this is going to take a few
I'm
days.
just saying, that day I'm sleeping, basically, it's a day of rest. In the morning, gonna take care of chickens and then head back to town and keep them informed on what's going on, and then we'll probably see about identifying some of this magic shit I got.
Okay. That works.
I don't think of anything else that I was trying to do. Oh, yeah, find more permanent residents. I think we have them, Dave and Ishla,
Ishla?
set up for a while because we paid for
Mhm. A
at
couple
least.
weeks, I believe.
a couple weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
But seeing if there is something they would like to do for money or like gainful employment, so they can, like, I don't know, some people like to work and make money because it makes them feel fulfilled. If somebody was like, yeah, I'll just take care of all your housing and bills, I'd be like, okay, cool.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's rad.
Oh yeah, I'm going to be tripling down on all my hobbies.
But we'll offer them, yes, if they want to stay out on the farm, they can, or the cottage in the woods where only some bad things have happened. I doubt they would want to, though, at that.
Yeah, I can't imagine why they'd be like, nah, I'd rather not be at the place that I was kidnapped to. Can't imagine why.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go ahead and
they'll start looking
redo
for
my
stuff
spells.
themselves.
Then. Yeah. Okay, so that's done. Don't need that anymore.
Okay. So I don't need a break if anyone does you know, feel free to take a 15.
I would like to make some coffee, but
I ran to go pee a little bit ago, but I might have to do that again.
Yeah. If everyone needs a break, then we'll take a break. If everyone but like one person needs a break, then I'll just chill and do things.
I don't need a break.
Panda's gonna go make coffee.
yeah,
I'm gonna
I like to
go
make coffee.
pee, so-
And I could use the
Yeah.
bathroom, so.
Yep.
We'll
all I
just
ask
be
is just
back.
be back within about 15. If you're
Okay.
if you're even gone that long, but
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
Sure it'll
Yeah,
be-
it'll probably be shorter than that. Yep. All right.
See you in a minute.
okay. So Lamia, you're gonna go look for a way to get rid of the energy drain. Now, obviously,
Yeah.
you don't know that like you were energy drained, but you can
Yeah.
feel
No. Just
that there's like even before you started starving, there was. It feels like something's
Something
missing
wrong.
since you came back from the astral plane. Like you left something behind. Even you're not even sure. So you can start like asking around about that. Like, hey, I think I might be sick or worse. I don't know. Like, is when first someone refers you to a doctor, and you know, even though it's not modern day, you know, you spend like 5 silver on the doctor to examine you.
okay. Give me a second because I don't have any silver right now, so I got to transfer that from a gold piece.
Oh no. The hardest.
There we go.
math ever.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
No.
like because they were, you know, you try to go to like a really good doctor, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you know when you go and talk to them and stuff, and they kind of
You're
examine you.
starving. Of course something's wrong. You
I mean, yeah,
idiots.
they're like they kind of examine you for a while. They're nicer than Galgan was, because he didn't even want people to know he was a fucking doctor. But yeah, eventually that person's like, you know, your gums are starting to recede, and when's the last time you've eaten? And you know, you tell them it's been a while now. But they do seem a little surprised because they're just like, I mean, you shouldn't be having these severe effects of starvation that quickly. But you seem malnourished. And over the course of the visit, that's like all they can really glean from it. Like they obviously notice all of the different scars. Some are fresher than others. And during the course of it, you also notice, again, as I said before, a lot of your scars are missing. Like,
Yeah.
like it seemed like as you were healing over with Nuluxfix's power, it was removing the scars, almost feeling like you were becoming less of yourself.
Right.
Not all of them are healed over. Obviously, you didn't get hit everywhere, but several are missing. So you like note some of the other ones, and he'll kind of give some basic treatments and other things when you have like just you fight for a living. So you're like, you know, well, while I'm here, when I lift my shoulder this high, it's fine, but when I lift this high, there's like a clicking noise. Is that supposed to happen? No. But you got like other little just like dinks and stuff that just like they've bothered you, but you've gotten so used to them that it's like it never even really occurred to you that they might be a problem. So you do get treated for some things. He gives you a couple of pouches of herbs for like nausea, that kind of stuff, because you're obviously not eating. I imagine you take his advice to like how to go eat again. You know, start slow. Don't just like gorge a full meal. Like eat about half as much as you would you would normally eat. Drink lots of water. I imagine you just like kind of take that stuff in stride, not telling him, "Oh no, I'm gonna keep starving myself." Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, at this point, Lamia's internally thinking, like, man, I don't think I'll ever eat food again. I wonder what that's going to be like. Huh. Or if I ever do eat food again, it's going to taste nasty. Everything's going to be awful. That's her internal thinking.
So yeah, he gives you some herbs to like, you know, to crush up in water or wine or something, and because they're quite bitter, so you might want to add some honey or something.
Do they actually heal me a bit? Because I am hurt, technically.
They do not.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to know.
You do get 2 doses of herbs that will remove sickness, but not like instantly. They take an hour to take effect.
I will go ahead and put those in my
Not disease.
backpack.
Not disease.
No.
The sickness, the sickened condition, right? So, and they'll reduce nauseated to sickened if for some reason you're nauseated for like over a long period of time. So that you have it in your notes. Just put like what should we call them? Put nausea medication.
Okay.
Or something. Name them whatever you want to name them, as long as you know what they mean. They are herbs that you have to crush up and put in water or wine. They're bitter tasting. The onset is 1 hour, so they take 1 hour to kick in. And they last 4 hours. They will remove the sickened condition, remove or suppress the sickened condition. And reduce nauseated to sickened. Yeah, 2 doses.
Yep. Okay.
Negligible weight.
I have that in. Good. I wasn't going to, but yeah. Thank you.
All right.
Got that typed in.
So yeah, you find that out. You start talking about like, well, no, it's not just that. It's not just that I feel sick or whatever. It's like it's different. Do you like tell him, I kind of died in another plane, and then I came back here all of a sudden, and I haven't felt right since? Like, do you reveal all of that, or?
Actually, yeah, because it's so different. I don't know if a normal doctor would be able to be like, yeah, no, we could cure that. So, like, I was in a different plane of existence. I'm pretty sure I died there, but then I kind of woke up.
Yeah, and like we're calling him a doctor, he'd be referred to as a healer, right?
Yeah.
And or even a medicine man. Not really medicine man here, but some people might call him that, depending on where they're from. So when you start mentioning that stuff, they're like, oh, that sounds like you might have a sickness of the spirit. My expertise is mostly illness of the body. You're gonna need to talk to a shaman, and she starts giving you some references and that kind of stuff. We're not gonna roll diplomacy to gather information. You take some time. It takes you a while, but you finally figure out who to go talk to. The only high-ranking shaman around is Momiri. The same one
I had that feeling.
Sam's been talking to, and it's just she's so busy, and not even just like she's just like sitting in an office going, "Look, I'm busy. I'm tired. Leave me alone." It's just hard to figure out where she is at any given time, because she is tending to not only just her medicine woman duties, but also like the things that shamans do generally is like giving advice, helping people ward themselves versus spirits when they're traveling, healing, like last rites, all sorts of shit like that. She has a lot to do, and she's the only high-ranking shaman in this whole city. So it's just tough to track her down. You find out like where she lives, but it's like, do I want to go knock on her door after she's been running around for like 16 hours and be like, hey, can you help me? I really need help. Which you can do, right? You're
She's
special.
not going to. No, Lamia's not going to do that. She'll leave a nice letter, but like, hey, anytime you have free time, please come to Alderwood Logistics and Retrieval. I will wait for you. Hey, here's my problem. If you happen to have the time, thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay. So you write her a letter.
Yes.
Okay. And you like leave it over there or something like that. And okay, so a few days go by, and what? Okay, you're about to ask something.
No, I'm. You say a few days go by, so I'm marking it off my culture ability.
Okay. Oh, right. So we'll say 3 days pass.
Perfect. I am fully charged. Okay.
And finally, at Logistics and Retrieval, at Alderwood Logistics and Retrieval, the next time you like walk into the office, just check like, hey, did anybody send mail or anything like that? Mayor will tell you that a shaman came by. She like told you to go by the head by the fortress whenever you have time, sometime that afternoon, and someone would try to help you. So, cool. So you get that, you head up there. You gotta wait till the afternoon, so you have to like try not to eat. Just like listening to people eat pastries. You like hear the crunching of like somebody eating fried food next door. Just like, why can I hear this?
So funny enough, I don't think at that point Lamia would be hungry for it, just like irritated, kind of like the
you can't not be hungry. It's like a supernatural
starving,
hunger, but not salivating, but like fucking hell, stop! Like
I mean like overload, sensory overload, that kind of thing. Like I'm so annoyed by all these sounds.
Yeah, it's like. And you can just, it's hard to escape it. Like, you always smell food. Doesn't matter where you are, what you're doing. You know somebody's cooking something, or something is dead nearby. Or like, hey, welcome back, Panda. Like, you're walking by some, like, carpenters trying to fix someone's awning, and one of them goes, oh, shit. And, like, head snaps over towards him, but no. You keep walking. He's like got his thumb in his mouth. Like, fuck, I'm bleeding. It's just your senses are just hyper tuned to it. Obviously, you do your best to ignore it.
Yep.
However, over the course of those 3 days, you're suffering pretty bad. Like you're not healing naturally at all. There's no natural healing occurring. You haven't had to make any additional checks or anything yet, but.
Does she start looting tuning yet? Where she starts envisioning people's walking like, drumsticks?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, a man comes out, he's like, oh, great day to be a pie. You know? Like,
right.
I mean, so, like, I like the example of the guy saying he was bleeding. Probably, but only for that kind of situation. Like, oh, there's actual blood, and oh, that would be super No, that's a person.
Just sausages. No. Throw bandages at him.
I did not sew.
Hey, Denoto. Welcome. Lamia still hasn't eaten anyone. She's just, how she is. But yeah, so you've been suffering over that 3 days. By the time you get that message and you head over to the fortress. They actually direct you kind of to a different building, not the actual main fortress. That you can tell is like a chapel, but as I've described, it's not just like a building, like a roof. It's just like a sort of semi-closed off area where people go and meet. There is like a tarp over it to like keep the rain out. But you can see that like some of the shrines and things are not covered, like specifically not covered, but don't seem to be wearing down. You get directed over there, where you don't find Momiri, but you do find what you assume is like a lower ranking shaman.
Okay.
Young Vishkanya man, young Vishkanya man. Kind of scales are kind of brownish, and as you approach, they're just kind of sitting near one of the shrines, and they just kind of like motion to like a little spot with like a cushion nearby. Just, oh, please have a seat.
Awesome.
Lamia?
Good. Yes, I am. Thank you.
Welcome. Goodness. I heard about your situation. Shaman Momiri told me you're starving yourself.
Oh, yes, but that doesn't have anything to do with what I'm trying to make better right now.
Yes. You had some other ailment. Can you describe it to me, or when you started to feel it?
Well, thank you. So what?
As soon as he gets some fucking snails.
As soon as he does, yeah. What had happened, I guess
What happened was
I got shifted into a different plane as far as I was told. And I got stabbed in the back, and I'm pretty sure I died, but I woke up and I felt bad. Like, really bad.
You think you died briefly?
Oh,
Hmm.
I don't know because it went by really fast, but I'm pretty sure I died.
Ah, Um. Yes, I've heard something of experiences like that being very difficult to overcome. Uh, Death tends to bring a trauma to it. The traversal. Oh yeah, Binanoto. Yeah. See, I got the video up Monday on its scheduled time last time, so yeah, we're back. We're back on track. But yeah, just check out the VOD. Have a good night. He continues and says, the journey to and from often leaves spiritual scars, you know? I believe that's what you're feeling the effects of. If you died on another plane, it's possible you did leave something behind. Souls are difficult to destroy, but they can be damaged. They tend to be when, jerked this way and that, from one side of the cycle to the other. It may not be possible to retrieve what you lost, but it is possible to heal what you still have. It does not come without a cost, however.
Oh, okay. How much? I have what I have, and if it needs more, then I could probably get it from my boss.
Well, unfortunately, I believe the cost is rather high. You need a diamond, the dust of one. It must be a substantial amount. Generally, high quality dust. Enough. It takes like a few different pouches of different sizes. Enough to fill a bag like this. Hold up. A bag that clearly has something else in it. In fact, in the meta, he's telling you it needs to be diamond dust worth 1,000 gold pieces.
God. Okay. I will put that on my notes.
And it is 1,000 gold pieces per negative level. It can only be done once per week.
So I need 2,000.
You need 2,000. That is expensive.
Yeah, that's a spicy meatball.
Okay. Okay. So should I? Oh, well. Okay. I guess I'll work towards finding that. Thanks.
One of us can generally be found here. Now, myself and even the other few shamans who tend to the city these days are not of the power to be able to cast such a spell. Such a miracle would require Mamiri. But if you do get the components, we can arrange that for you.
Cool. I can't guarantee I'll find it anytime soon. Just that I'm going to be looking for it.
Right. It is difficult. If you know anyone within the right acquisitions, you may be able to find a discount.
Sorry.
I know. He seems like obviously misinterprets it. This is I know it's not as easy to reach them these days, but several of their merchants did come through a few weeks ago. They mostly cleaned out the people who had diamonds and diamond dust. It's rather difficult to find these days. Probably why they bought it.
Huh. Interesting. Okay. Well, you have a good day. Thanks for seeing me.
Of course. For what it's worth, I'm sorry you went through what you did. If there's any other guidance or help that we can provide, we'd be glad to.
Lamia does pause on that for a moment, but then she'll shake her head and walk off.
He seems to recognize the look and says, "Whenever you're ready." And she'll give you a quick bow. We'll stand up and walk off to tend to something else.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was
2,000
Lamia.
gold.
It's a lot
Worth of
money.
diamond dust. Yep.
It's a lot of money.
Getting murdered is bad.
I still don't even have full plate yet, guys.
I mean, you have other stuff that you could be investing some time in. But while you think on that, let's get to the others. Yeah, you ponder and figure out the rest of your list, and we'll come back to you. It sounded like you had something, but we're going to try to get everybody in again here.
Oh yeah, get everyone in again, of course.
I didn't write down what y'all said, so Dave or Eli, you had something. I remember. I don't remember what it was, but I know you had something.
No, I already forgot. What was it? My brain is a mush pile. Dude, what did I say? I had said a thing that was important. Felt important.
Yeah, I don't remember, dude. It had to do with a thing. Yeah.
Yep.
There was some stuff involved.
Maybe some stuff.
Well, while you think on it, Panda, what did you decide on?
That I was going to head back to town today.
Yeah, you headed back into town.
Yes, I was going to
Filled
see
everybody
if,
in.
Yeah, like, hey, yeah, Dickhead set some traps. Kind of got messed up a little bit. Think I got everything cleared out, though.
Yeah, so we'll say you taught them up.
So it should be safe to return there. Basically telling everyone, yeah, man, if you want to go back out there, you can. I'm not asking you to because of what happened. Just saying, if feel free to.
Yeah. When you talk to Verbrong, we'll say you fill everybody else in. We don't have to RP that part.
Yeah.
But Verbrong will he actually kind of stops you before you move on to do whatever you're doing. You probably catch him while he's near the office because he sometimes comes and visits you guys just to say hi and then walks away. He literally just peeks in. Hello, good day. And leaves. So you catch him with that. And you tell him all this stuff. Walk outside to talk to him, and he'll say, "Sam, I think I need to leave soon. I've spent too much time. I feel a calling to my home. Can't stay forever."
That's understandable. I don't remember because Clint was going to help us with a ship, correct?
Clint did mention having a ship.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna get you up there. But that's what you're talking about for home, correct?
He nods. Yes.
Yeah. I might send word to see where his ship's about. Maybe we can get you more of a... I mean, it's a bit faster to travel by sea. You don't want to have to hoof it all that way again, you know?
Can be.
Yeah, it's only if you want it.
Different ports.
I know he offered us... I think he offered it to us to with some travel. I think that's right.
He
or
offers
maybe,
you
like,
a
paying.
passage on it, not like he's giving you the ship.
Yeah,
but
yeah, not the boat itself, you know.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, if I could.
yeah, I know how expensive boats are. I looked them
Yeah.
up.
And his is special. His is
yeah.
literally a legendary item. Yeah.
That seems broken. It's like, yeah, this ship's a legendary item. Is a ship an item? A ship doesn't seem to
It
be
is
an
technically
it's
an
like
item.
saying my castle is a legendary
It
item.
absolutely is.
It's a building, sure, right? But like, yeah, water vehicles are
Yeah.
technically items. Yep.
I don't know. But yeah,
Yep.
I'm sorry. I'm under the impression that legendary things have to be able to go into an inventory.
No. Ships can be legendary.
No.
Yeah, the Rain Maiden is has a whole thing. It's a whole deal.
I mean, just use the Black Pearl from Pirates of the Caribbean as an example
Yeah.
of a legendary ship.
Well, the term legendary item, but yeah. So maybe we
A
can.
ship is an item.
It's fine. It is a
Yeah.
legendary ship. If that helps you.
There we go. Yeah, it does. A legendary vehicle would, we can put it up there with like Kit from Knight Rider and the DeLorean.
Oh my gosh.
Dave's
So
Jeep.
you tell them, no, we could get a ship for you, kind of thing.
Yeah. We can just, might send a letter to Clint and figure out where it's about and maybe get an ETA. And, if it's going to be like a couple months, we might figure out something else.
Months not too bad, but if I will need to travel by foot or by hoof, would want to leave sooner rather
Oh, yeah,
than
of course.
wait. Well, want is wrong. He starts to say his name in the third person. You can tell he's still not used to it. I would miss all of you. Good people. Kind. Not known much in my time. But all journeys end eventually.
Yeah. Rabong, where are we at right now? Before I start
You're
having
right
a deep
outside.
conversation.
You're like right outside all the logistics and retrieval. Because I'm imagining he peeked in to say hi. Like you guys probably gotten used to him doing, and you're like, "Hey, Rabong, hold on a second," and you walk outside to talk to him.
I think we need to have a beer sooner or later because I have some philosophical things I need to kind of discuss with you.
Would be nice.
Yeah.
Bother for
And if you're leaving,
ready when I am.
Yeah.
Or bother me when Sam.
You still gonna be
when you are
at the coin collar? You still do nights at the coin collar?
Yes.
I'll come by sooner or later, and we'll have a drink when you get a break. Might persuade him to use one of the back rooms. So.
If the nervous boy and the cashier need escort to the cottage, would be willing.
Well, I don't want to. Thank you for that, but I don't want to make them come out there if they don't want to.
Yes.
I say make them, but you know what I mean.
Would be good.
It's just
for
a
their metal spine confront the place that they are afraid of.
because it's not his place, it's mine, and my friends if they need it. So, and just keep that in mind if you're, if I'm not in this country anymore, you head out there. It's going to be, I'm going to leave it in the care of somebody I know. I'm not just going to abandon it. So if you ever need a place to stay, if you're back in this area, hit them up.
Yes.
Them or the my family that is living here.
Birdsag.
Blinked on the name. Birdsag, thank you.
Yeah.
Or the Birdsags, you know. I'm sure they'd put you to work. You know, they'd have you haul some stuff, but you know, they'd sure offer their table to you. It's a dry place to sleep. But yeah, I'm talking your ear off. We'll have a drink sooner or later. But yeah, I'll see about getting a letter sent out to Clint and figure out where his ship is about.
Good.
Which it might take a little bit to get, you know, there. Or not, because I think last time we mailed something, it came back like the next day. I don't know how that works sometimes. Isn't that right? That like one time we mailed something, it was like literally we heard back.
It was really quick, yeah.
Yeah.
Like 2 days.
It's like, wait, hold up. Yeah. Yeah, that's it for Brong, I guess.
Yeah, he'll wander off. He's going to sleep because it's daytime.
Yeah, it's daytime.
He gets to be nocturnal.
Trust me,
now.
I know.
He's not on the road with weirdos.
Yeah.
Hey.
Us weirdos who sleep at night in this land where there is nothing open at night and
yeah,
we don't have extra light sources.
Did you figure out what it was, Dave?
No, dude, I've been racking my brain.
Okay.
I don't know if you've noticed me just like
try.
smacking my head, literally trying to make me think of it.
I believe you can rewind in a stream, so you should be able to like go back and try to find where you said it. You might need to not hear us while you're listening to it, obviously, but what?
Yeah, I was gonna have that. See if I could get somebody to identify magical stuff.
Oh, your magic stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he actually said anything though.
I did. I said what.
Oh yeah, he did. I know he said something. I just can't remember what it was.
Did.
He was like, "Oh yeah, I want to do," and it was like that whole space is blank. Because I remember being like, "Okay, cool. That's what Dave. That's what Eli wants to do." And then Panda was like him hawing on what he wanted to do, and then they went to break.
Thunderstone is something. The magic sword is something. Yeah. I'm trying to think of anything else magical that I have that I don't have. Properly identified.
Okay, so just get a list together. I'm assuming you'll drop it off with Rahala, and she'll research it and figure out what it is.
Yeah.
So just get a list together and pop it in the chat when you get it. So Lamia, it sounded like you had something else you want to do.
So I have it, but I don't have the money for it. I don't think. I would have to find think it's a shaman for the banded Mel, or was it a different armorer? You know the banded Mel that was on the statue, and yes. It has the mirror force on it, or not mirror force.
Mirror image.
Yes.
Yeah. 1 second, let me go pull that up. Oh yeah, you were supposed to find somebody, weren't you?
Yeah.
Where the fuck did it go? Oh, glittering.
And I've been looking through my notes, and I was like, "Where the hell is this?"
Wait, there's the glittering halberd. Where the hell's the damn?
The thing for the armor, yeah, exactly.
Where'd it go? What the fuck?
I know I have some broken magical druid armor that's Hinterlane Cold, is what it's labeled as for me. Well, that's... Yeah, so that's going to be a thing. He said drop it in chat. Drop it in Roll20 chat.
Roll20 chat, yeah. Okay. Dude, that's wild. Is it an other? Where the fuck is this? Where did it go? I did not delete it.
Okay, I do feel better about not being able to find it, though. Okay.
Found it. I found it. You do not have access to it. Yeah. I know you have some notes on it, but you don't have access to the actual handout for it.
Okay.
I can send you the description, though, if you like. Description. But yes, you were supposed to find a smith.
Yeah, I think I had to go outside of Psycon for them.
Well, they were outside of Psycon, but a lot of time has passed since then.
Okay. Okay,
Dave, if you
what
find
the
your
hell?
thing, just say so. We'll cut right in with it.
Yeah. Oh, I remember what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Dave was looking for the guy he owes money to. The shady
Ah,
Yeah.
there it is.
Thank
There it
you,
is,
that
ladies
was
and
it.
gentlemen.
All right, sweet.
Okay, so we'll cut to that. Well, Molly, see if you can find your notes on the smith you were supposed to talk to.
Yeah, I'm
That'll
working
help,
on
that'll help
it.
me find my notes on it. So, okay, cool. So, Eli. I'm trying to think what he would be. Yeah, this is still a diplomacy check to gather information.
Okay, doke. Oh, nice. Let me roll that. If roll 20 will cooperate. There you go.
22. Just put the +2 in there.
No. So it's
24.
24.
24. Okay. We don't need to worry about the hours because you have days. Okay. So yeah, you start kind of asking around about him based on his description. Oh, hey! Molly, you're a dice face.
Nice face.
Das face.
Yeah, holy crap. Look at that. Alright, there you go. Right. So you go looking around for him, you start asking people like, hey, have you seen a guy who looks like this or whatever? And eventually you ask someone, and like as you're describing it, like you find someone who's like sitting at like an outdoor table, just kind of talking to some friends or whatever, like around that area where you talk to him, and you're like, hey, have you seen a guy? He's about this tall. He's got like shaggy brown hair, talks kind of with this accent or whatever. Like you kind of go through the whole deal, and even with your lack of trying to sense motive and having no skill in it, you can see one guy's looking at you like, and he just kind of goes, no, I don't think so. And the other guy, like across the table from him, goes like pale. And he's like, no, man, I haven't. No. Mm-mm.
You sure you haven't seen him? And I like describe him better. Like, he looks just like that, just like that.
He goes, oh, you know what? I think I might have seen that guy. He might be right over here. Hey, I'll be right back. And he like walks around the corner with you, and he goes, dude, that guy's weird. Did he show you that dude with all the cats?
Yes, he did show me that dude with all the cats.
Oh my god. Why would you ever want to talk to him?
I owe him money.
Oh shit, man, I wouldn't want to do that. I used that passage once just because, I was like, out drinking, stuff happened, and I need to get back in the city. Oh my gosh, bro, I dropped a coin pouch over the side where those cats were. It was gone. They fucking ate it. Those aren't normal cats. They're not normal. I lost like
100%
16 silver.
That.
I wouldn't want to owe that guy money, but yeah, like I know where to find him. If you head down to there's a bar just down the street over here. You probably heard of it. Panda, what's it called?
Oh, make one up?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's a bar, not a full tavern, not an inn. It's just a straight up bar.
Okay. The spot of wet in a dry land.
All right, so you've heard of the spot, right? The spot of wet in the dry land.
No,
Nobody calls it
but
that.
Sure.
Yeah, they just call it the spot.
They call it the spot. They made a sign. It's just like a dot that they like sort of burned into a piece of wood.
Oh, I think
It's
I've seen
right
that.
down. You can't miss it.
I thought that was a mistake.
Oh yeah, I mean it kind of was, but no, it's right down that way, dude. He's there all the time. I think he works there sometimes, or I mean, honestly, he's probably. I think he's probably just sweet on the bartender. Really, I mean, who's not? But yeah, he's there all the time.
Okay, appreciate it.
I almost said the winking rat, but I'm like, that's too close to the winking skeever, which is just a Skyrim reference. I'm like, no.
So the reason I didn't come up with one is because my brain is so upside down that I kept thinking the fucking salty spittoon, and I was like, I'm not gonna call it that. That's,
the salty spittoon is so good.
How tough am I? How tough am I?
I'll tell you how tough I am.
Yeah.
right.
I washed down my. I drank a cup of whiskey after eating cereal. That's not that hard. It was Cap'n Crunch. The mouth wounds, man.
All in the mouth wounds. Ooh, it's tough, dude.
Yeah, I don't know.
So you head over to the spot of wet and dry land.
The spot.
So you head over there, open the door. Immediately, too many people are in here smoking. just too many of them. So you like kind of walk through the entrance here, like, like try not to just be that obnoxious guy who just like sees someone smoking and is like, you're trying not to do that, but you kind of feel like you need to because there's actually that much smoke. But thankfully, probably due to some kind of a supernatural effect, which you know because you've been in Psychon for a while, there are a lot of buildings that just have weird supernatural effects that have become sort of their thing. And this one, thank goodness, when you get to the bar, the smoke seems to clear, like it gets left behind, just behind all the like stools. Like this whole little area is fresh air. In fact, it smells pretty good when you get over there. Like you smell maybe some baked goods or something that maybe someone like left the bartender. Maybe some of her perfume or something like that. But you do see a very fetching demi woman, maybe early 30s, or like maybe like late 20s, early 30s, like around that age. And you can see that like she's over there just kind of talking to a couple of different people, and you see on like right on the other side of her, not quite in the conversation, just sort of adjacent to it, eating handfuls of bar peanuts or whatever nuts they would have. I don't know if they'd have it. No, they probably have peanuts. Yeah, just like eating like handfuls of them instead of like ordering a meal, like fucking savage, and just like sipping on what's probably lukewarm ale at this point. Yeah, you see Shady Man, and he seems to recognize you when he looks up. He just kind of points at you. Hey, I'll be right back. And he like gets up and he'll kind of walk over, like motion to like a stool that you're like standing next to. And he'll sit next to you. He goes, "Sorry I didn't make our meeting. Something terrifying happened."
Detail.
The cat's got out. No.
Oh, that's so much worse than it could have been.
I'd honestly rather not.
Fair enough.
Okay, you know, actually, I'm a little superstitious, so I don't know if the right thing to do here is to talk about it or not talk about it. Have you ever seen like yourself, but it's not you?
Yes.
Yeah, that was happening. I was, heading over to meet you all, and I just saw another me, just kind of waiting. They made eye contact with me, and I didn't think it was a good idea to keep doing that, so I went ahead and went the other direction.
Well, in fairness, that probably kept you alive.
Sometimes you gotta trust your instincts, But you, my friend, you just came here to drink, or?
Oh, I came here to settle up.
You are an honorable person. Really appreciate that. I was ready to write that off. But, since you're here, alright, so you settle up with him.
Mm-hmm. Pay what he's owed, which I don't remember exactly what the total number was.
It was 60. I'm pretty sure it was 60.
Okay.
It may have been more, but he's going to ask for 60.
All right, well, he can have it.
Yeah.
Let me figure out what my treasury amount is here. There we go. Oh my
Pretty
god,
sure
I
it's a
have
lot
so
more
much
than that,
more
but
in the
he's gonna ask
treasury
for
than I
60.
thought I did.
Yeah.
So you guys know. Wow.
Yeah, y'all got paid.
I forgot about
Still
that.
haven't had a chance to actually spend it.
Yeah.
Well, one of our party members needs some money.
Oh, I've got it. I've also got 6 sheets of diamond dust. Still.
Sheets?
Sheets.
Seriously?
Yes.
Yes. From when all the way back with the Storm Wardens, and we were in when you got your first, I guess, exposure to Luxifix. I jacked those from that room once we had forgotten that Varmuri existed.
Yeah.
And we were all
Okay.
like, there was somebody here, but I don't remember who,
Yeah.
and we were kind of worried the place was cursed or something, and until we figured out what was going on. And then we were like, let's take everything. It's not nailed down.
I know where you're talking about, but I don't
Yeah.
remember the sheets, so
Oh,
that's,
I did.
that's a kind of pleasant
I do
surprise.
too. That's why they're in my inventory.
They're basically just pressed.
I got a
So
cup
it's
out of
it's
the
like
deal.
diamond dust pressed in a soluble material. So you just dunk it in water, and then you could get the diamond pieces out of it without the other stuff. But it's just to keep them.
Okay, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, it's just to keep them together a little bit easier.
Because you can't
Because
melt
dust
them.
gets everywhere, and it's it can be kind of dangerous to just have diamond particles, just loose.
What?
Yeah, I imagine getting diamond dust in your lungs would be pretty disastrous.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's like it's asbestos, you know?
It's
Anyway.
not quite asbestos though. But yeah, so you do have 6 of those. So you settle up with him, and he says, he's like, look, I don't remember what foot we got off on, but they're all right in my book. Yeah. Follow me for a second. He'll actually take you out of the bar, kind of sort of around the corner into an area where you can see that there's a dude who's just kind of squatting there. Not physically squatting, he's just kind of leaned against something.
okay. I was
looks like he was examining some contents of a small wrapped bundle. And as you guys are walking over, he's like, ugh. He doesn't speak to you, he just reacts, walks off very quickly. And the guy was damn junkies. Anyway. So
Says the drug dealer. No.
Hey,
Doesn't mean he
he's
likes
not
them.
the drug dealer.
yeah.
he's
Just
afraid of
happens
the
to
drug.
know where- Yeah.
He knows
he
where
knows the
drugs
guy who
are.
grows the drugs.
Close enough. It's close enough.
He knows what's probably a junkie. But so he says, he's like, so look, you didn't hear this from me, but your names have been getting around certain circles. You might have a price on your head.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. Now, so the good thing is, you've made enough friends here, my pal Yanish likes you. He's got some connections. The authority in the area knows you pretty well. Even the population around here, they think you're fucking weird, but as far as they know, you're a good dude. No one in this area is really willing to take it. It's kind of hard to get traction here for that sort of thing. My money for who put it on you is your competition. I don't know how you got a little, 2-3 room spot over here competing with the likes of Dorat, but I don't think they like you very much.
I think you're very right.
I don't like you either. I'm a wanted man in 3 systems. Sorry.
He was somebody serves to make not only a heavy bag of platinum, off of your well-to-do mop up there, but also a plot of land out west. I know because the offer came across one of our desks, and we took, we politely declined it. So obviously, we didn't spill the beans because we're so discreet.
Of course. Well,
it's not just you, though.
Discretion.
You got a small operation, and whoever decided to put those prices up had enough to go around.
Okay.
You got to watch your step outside of Saigon, is what I'm telling you.
Oh, I appreciate the warning.
Even inside of it, but look, nobody's gonna rat you out. Okay? I've got your back at least, and I'll run this up the chain that you settled up with me when you didn't have to. That's gonna go a long way. But are you looking to get out of here? Because I mean, it's not exactly quiet that there's a war brewing. It's not too far from here. You can probably see it if you stand on the right roof. I hear the Caliphate's nice this time of year. And you can make some pretty good friends there.
To get that far away.
It couldn't be too much worse, Plus, it's a bigger place, easy to move around. I don't know if you know the folks that Yanisha runs with, but they're not liked over there by everybody. But you can make some pretty good friends. Your business would do well.
Good friends are nice to have, but at the moment, I'm not trying to get so far away that we're out of the country, but I'll keep it under advisement, and I'll talk to the others.
Yeah, you change your mind. I mean, I'm easy to find here, but
yeah,
keep it under advisement when the flaming arrows start sailing. There's fire that burns in the rain.
Yeah.
Fortunately, yeah.
I'm not there. Fire and arrows, my two things.
Anyway, we'll keep you posted if you need a warning or something, but just stay alert, right?
Will do. Before we go, though, I do have one question. What's with all the cats?
Yeah, you'll understand when I tell you this, but sometimes you don't want to know the answers to certain questions. The only questions I ask him about those cats is, where do I step so I don't get their attention?
Fair enough.
I saw those sons of bitches eat a whole, it was like a statue of a bear made out of iron. They fucking cleaned it. It's gone.
That's unnerving, to say the least.
Either they ate it or they stowed it away somewhere. I don't know, but or maybe you get a contact high just walking in there and you start seeing shit. I don't know about the cats though.
Okay, well, appreciate you letting me know all the same.
You could always ask. You could always ask the guy. His name's Vivi.
I don't really want to know that.
I love him.
I'll be honest.
Because his name is Vivi?
Yes.
I was curious enough to ask you, obviously, but not curious enough to go back where the cats were.
Ah, yeah. Well, not really a better place to hit the underbelly of the city, and definitely not a better place to go if you want drugs. Guy moves around. He moves around. He's the people that run the mail over the place? Yeah, he was when he was a kid, he was in their house. He got raised with them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But they have the whole naming convention. Anyway, he'll probably deliver mail for you if you pay him enough, so I'm gonna get back in there before one of those degenerates starts making moves they shouldn't, you know.
Please do.
The most awkward hand gestures.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to handle that one.
Well, yeah, he heads back inside. So yeah, you have bounties.
Fun, hooray!
Yay, money and land. You ever had
Are they
land?
double dollar bounties?
You ever had land offered for someone to like beat you up and kill you? Crazy. It's a new level.
It's a lot.
How far west? That was my question, because my property is west.
They just
Okay.
offered your land. They're like, if you kill
Yeah,
him,
like,
you can
hey,
have
you're
his
gonna kill him, we'll
house
give
where
you his
nothing
land.
bad
Yeah.
has ever happened. Don't worry about it.
It's not haunted. Bitch,
Not
all
haunted.
haunted.
Trust me, it's
So-
not haunted.
Eli can probably presume he's talking about the same plot of land that was offered to you whenever they tried to buy your place.
Yeah.
So far west. If I pull up the map, I can tell you exactly where.
Also, how much am I worth? I might turn myself in.
Turning yourself
It's
in,
in,
unfortunately for you, my friend, means dying.
Yeah.
It is outside of Seltons, which is actually where Sam. It's where you would have arrived in Setsegia. It's the other port city out in the far west area. Big place, nice place. It's a very
Big
there's a
nice,
lot more
very-
Delantian culture out there because it's like that port, right?
No, yeah, it checks out.
Cool. So you were able to pay him back. You were able to learn a thing, and hey, if you ever want to leave and go to the Al-Sadi Caliphate, you know.
I heard
Yeah?
there's new management. Or has that happened yet? I don't know.
As far as you guys know, it hasn't.
News travels slowly across the world, though.
Yeah.
It does. But cool. So that's handled, and then I see you've placed a load of items in the chat.
Yeah.
Broken Magic Druid Armor, Hinterland Cold, +5 Stealth. Yeah, that one. Magic Ice
Yeah.
Sword.
I just put all the details I had in the descriptions
plus
about the
one.
things.
Okay, so it's just those things. Cool. You drop those off, and she's like, "Ooh, excellent.
Yeah.
Want to have fun studying these?" So she'll.
I do also have this Haborial robe. I'm pretty sure it was identified, though.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to look at that as well? I mean, it's just kind of cool.
Sure. It fully identified
I'll
already.
throw that. Yeah, I mean, just so she can, like, ooh, this is nice. There's a reason
Very nice.
I'm doing all of it. You know? Because I might sell it and give Lamia the money. But yeah,
All right, and then,
I mean, nobody here wears
Lamia.
robes.
Yvain. Yeah. Looking for Yvain. The Magic Smiths. Okay. So you're actually gonna look for him, or just?
Well, okay, so my note said he was heading east,
Mhm.
heading towards Saigon. But that was way the hell back
It was.
when we first got the Whisper Steel.
Yeah, and you haven't asked about them since.
Okay, yeah, I guess I'll ask around pitifully.
Okay. Let's see. So there was the one smith in Saigon that I believe you talked to before. Or no, you talked to the smith in Shand. I don't think.
Yeah,
you
because
met
they
any
had
specifically
gone-
here.
Because it was the Hito.
Yeah. Cool.
He did say I had to actually talk to a shaman to activate the Whisper Steel, but I haven't been able to do that.
Cool. Yvain. They're are they the mage?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, here they are. Got them. Cool. Okay, that'll be fun. So, So you go asking around. You talk to some of the different like weaponsmiths and armor smiths and such that are here. When you pull up that name, one of them is like thinks for a while and he goes, "Oh, that boy with the soft hands, fucking. What do you need him for?" It's a half-recog gentleman.
She'll bring out the armor, and it's like, well, supposedly he should be able to fix this to do what it's supposed to.
Well, maybe let me take a look at it. Pulls it over.
Okay, it is magical, but yeah.
Yeah. God dang it. Well, look, that high water ass Tertian boy, he's probably gonna charge you an arm and a leg. All right, like I could maybe work on it for you. I would need to talk to maybe some of the shamans could help. We could maybe get it done for you if you don't want to deal with that guy.
Well, he came recommended through Clint.
Wait.
And I wouldn't think Clint would send me to someone I couldn't potentially afford.
Are you talking about Markham?
But yeah.
Oh God, he's got in the pockets of everybody. Okay. Well, look, don't let me. This guy's got Clint talking about him now. You should go check it out. But look, if you get the wrong vibe, trust your instincts and just remember what I told you.
Yeah, I'd be glad. Thank you.
Of course. Hands it back to you. Damn, mages can't trust him. Doesn't even speak proper Ulu. So you, I imagine you probably double back and go, "Do you know where he is?" And he points you.
Yeah, that's exactly what she would do.
He points you to the most expensive inn in the city. Dave, what's that inn called? What's the most expensive inn in the city?
I would say it is the captain's quarters. I don't know, because it's Port City.
Captain's quarters, yeah. Okay. The direction to the captain's quarters, which, Lamia, you've never stayed in. The funny thing is, You can afford it now. Like, by most people's standards, you're filthy fucking rich. It's just that you know how much the stuff that you need costs, and it's like hard to feel rich, even though you're like, okay, I can drop 3 or 4 gold on a night out, but I gotta really be conservative. Where everybody else is like, you drop 3 or 4 gold on a night out, you can just do that. Shit. But you've never been there before until now. So you head there. It does have, I'll call it a nautical theme to all the graffiti and stuff around it. You can see that there are different ships and other things painted on it. You even see one labeled the Rain Maiden, which is Clint's ship, taking up a large space, kind of on the back of it, seeming to be sailing out of a storm into bright, clear waters in one very gorgeous piece sort of on the back of the air of the place, which it's that here this artwork changes over time, but sometimes you'll see one that you're like, oh god, I hope they keep that one. That's that piece. It looks really good. They won't, because it's traditional that they have to rotate. Whoever did that is going to have to come back and do something else. But you can see they've got their little signature down at the bottom of it, and it's like, damn, that person. Holy shit, I can't wait to see what they do next, right? But but you can tell most of the art on this place has been curated. Might be the best way to put it. They just don't let anyone just come by and paint the building. So all of it's very good. When you finally make your way inside, it's a lot fancier than the other inns you've been to. They take your cloak at the door. You gotta take off your shoes. They bring you those little slippers that you can walk around in. At the front desk, there's snacks that sit out, but they're not just crackers. they're little sandwiches and like proper hors d'oeuvres, and like little sweets and other stuff. That's like under like a small little cloche that's a like glass, you can see through it. And like obviously you growing up poor, it's like, okay, well, if I open the cloche, people will know that I'm eating the food, so I'm not gonna eat any. And obviously you're not gonna eat anyway, but that's like that instinct of like, oh, I ain't moving that to eat a thing, so everybody knows that I'm a hungry motherfucker up in here. I ain't happening.
Yeah.
Even though you can see like other people's kids or like some other people themselves like walk by, they like take one, and they kind of give like the thank you to the person behind the desk. You walk up there, ask about Yvain, and they'll be like, "Oh yes, he's just down the hall. Actually, he's not in his room at the moment. He's getting some refreshments." And you like, obviously, like I told you before, everything smells like food. The smell as you like get over there, as you get away from some of the other things, and the scents from what is apparently a full-service kitchen, like a full-ass restaurant over there. The smells of that are so intense that they get past your, like, I want to eat people hunger, and they hit your regular people hunger again.
Oh.
Because it's like, oh god, this is like the leveled up version of all the, like, soul food and, like, local, like, homemade stuff that I'm used to. It's like it's like the Michelin star version of it. So yeah, you're, like, smelling, like, you know, grandma's, like, you know, passed down through all the different members, like, roast and potatoes or whatever, but it's, like, the leveled up version. It's just like, dude, fuck it, Deluxe's gonna have me. I gotta eat. but you get to stamp that down. It's like, no, not for just a meal. No. I can't do it.
Probably tastes like ass anyway.
Yeah, like, you know, that's probably what gets you through, is like, it smells great, but I know I wouldn't be able to taste it, and then I would have to kill somebody. So, you get it there, and you can see that there's, like, people eating. It's actually way more casual than you would expect. Like, most people kind of walking around, some people are, like, pulling chairs from, like, one table to another. It reminds you a bit of a ship's mess hall. It's just that everyone in here is not rich, but they're rich by normal people standards. These aren't actual sailors. They're just people who are, like, enjoying the fact that there's, like, a band singing sea shanties over here, and the, you know, the staff is wearing, like, sailor's clothes, and there's, like, a big-ass bottle of grog sitting on the bar that, like, no one actually wants to drink, but occasionally somebody will, to be like, ooh, this is what the pirates drink. I don't know. But, like, there's kind of that stuff going on, but, like, you will see a man matching Yvain's description. Just a few tables down, by himself. Most of the other tables have lots of people at them. You even see what are apparently meetings, like someone just pulling up and just like, hey, I'm so-and-so, and like just talking. Yvain is alone, just sitting over there at this table. Did I give you their description already?
No.
Cool. Then they stand out not because you know exactly what they look like, but because you do know that they are a classically trained mage, apparently, or something like that. And they look it. Like, they're clearly a foreigner, because they're not wearing, like, Ulis clothing. They're wearing what you're pretty sure are mostly Tertian clothes. Or maybe... No. Some of those they're Vietic. In fact... Yeah, Yvain is Vietic. You can tell. As you can see, like, the white hair, the ruddy skin, bright eyes. He's somewhat svelte. He's kind of, like, slender in build. Rather tall, maybe like 6'2", 6'3", so very tall for like the area and that culture. But definitely very slender, fairly young, probably a lot younger than you thought they would be. Maybe he's in about the same as I described the bartender in the other place, late 20s, early 30s. But that's not even the thing that really stands out the most. It's the, like, there's, like, a daintiness to the way that he moves as he's, like, moving some of the dishes around on on like the table. He's like pushes like a saucer to the side. It's got like some steaming tea, and he's like very gingerly pouring some cream into his tea. He like uses a small spoon and like, kind of tastes it, and like pours some more cream. It's just like this, not really in place for the like survivalist, like kind of not rough but like raw sort of energy that you usually get here. Even amongst the rich, there's a directness to Ula's culture that it's like just you're not seeing it in him at all. Some may describe him even as zesty, but maybe that's a black culture thing. He appears to be Demi.
Okay.
But as you get a bit closer, you recognize that there's like a bit of fur on like the sides of his cheeks that kind of matches his like very light skin tone. Like it's very whitish, with like, but like the red of his like ruddy skin sort of comes through it because it's almost translucent, and you finally recognize him as Riyadh.
Okay.
Like he could probably pass if he just like pulled his collar up. He could probably pass for Demi, but he stands out for sure. You can tell that's got to be him.
Oh god. Okay, sorry. Just at me, Lamia talking at any time makes me go, oh, I hate everything. So Lamia will approach, but like kind of that awkward approach of like, I don't know, should I talk to you right now, or she won't sit or anything, but she'll be like, excuse me, are you Mr. Yvain?
He like looks like kind of startled that you've like suddenly approached, and he's just, oh, well, hello, beautiful. Yes, I am Yvain.
Okay.
You're like, my gums are receding. What are you talking about?
Oh, sorry, I was muted. I said eat them. Do the world a favor. Just eat them.
All he did was say I was beautiful. What's wrong with that? Anyway. I don't mean to disturb you. I may have a job proposition for you.
Oh, excellent. Yes, I've been having trouble finding work. Please have a seat.
Okay. Lamia will sit. And then she'll be like, I'm not sure if this would be too expensive or anything to work on, but she'll bring out the banded armor.
Oh no, that's fine. While I examine that, please. He like pushes like a plate with some like a fresh like half loaf of bread. Looks like it's probably brioche. There's some like fresh butter and like preserves. He's just like, please enjoy. I'd be offended if I was the only one eating. And he like takes the armor that he's like now just paying attention to. Like you can tell he's like very closely examining it. But he does like kind of glance up to like see if you take the food.
Lamia will promptly say, politely, not promptly and politely say, I'm sorry, I'm fasting right now. I don't mean to offend.
Fasting? Fascinating. What for? Is it for like a diet or like a religious practice of some kind?
Religious.
Yes.
Literally. Yeah, we could say it's for religious reasons. At this time, yes.
Say that, yes. But shall we?
I mean, if you want the blunt truth, it's I'm starving something inside of me.
Oh, you poor dear, a tapeworm.
She's not a liar. She can't just say yes. But she will. She's like, that's yes. Totally what. Yeah, that's definitely what it is.
All right, now roll me a bluff.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yep.
She's like, no, she's lying about that. There's something else going on.
Okay. He's like, a tapeworm, you say? All right. Well, I hear there are different methods than merely starving them out. Like, I mean, you could die. They're rather hardy after a certain amount of time. Have you seen a doctor?
I have. They've given me herbs for nausea and very clear advice for when I start eating again.
Ah, so you really can't eat today, but soon. Ah, understandable. Well, if you'd like, I'll be in town for some time, so whenever you can eat, come find me. I'll treat you to a meal. Now about this, he drapes it over his hand. This is a very strange set of banded mail. This fox fur reminds me of a what do you call them? Kitsune. You know, they're not truly foxes. They're myth, of course, not real creatures, but they're meant to be humanoids that can become fox-like. Notice how
they're myth, not real creatures. Sorry, that Lamia's not saying that because she's more
You've never
confused
seen
because well, the closest thing she's seen to a fox creature does exist.
You've seen a Huldra, which is a fae.
Yeah,
but yeah,
but
he motions to like the fur that kind of goes down to the side. He says, "Notice how this doesn't really match how the throat of a fox would look. It's closer to mine, really. These tufts here. This is very intricate work if they've sewn this together. But the magic, I'm assuming, is what you want to know about."
Well, I was pretty sure the magic was.
He interrupts us. "Oh, it's broken! Oh dear!" And like drapes it out on the table, like pushes all of the food and stuff over towards you. He's just like, "Oh, poor darling, what happened to you? Who did this?"
Well, it came off of a broken statue.
Did it?
The statue was there for a while, so it could have been any number of things or people that could have done that.
I see. My dear, if you... I don't want to alarm you. I'm going to cast a spell.
Feel free.
You can tell he's expecting you to be like, "Oh!" or something, but like, yeah, sure. Right.
Okay.
He begins to incant his spell. You've obviously seen spells cast. Many of them. So you can tell, just having seen Eli cast them, you've seen some of his druids cast spells, he is being a bit performative with his spell casting. You know, if he's trying to impress you, or impress himself, or just that he's just extra, but he's definitely just more like, "Halasham, blaha!" Like, he's just, like, really playing it up. We're like, bro, you don't gotta move that much. But,
oh no, he's cute.
And then he finally places his hand on the armor, and you see, like, instantly his eyes roll back. And there's, like, a faint glowing that starts to go across his skin, and this glow seems to travel up his body, and then kind of hovers around, like, his head. And when he moves his hand away, his eyes snap back forward and says, "Oh, God. I see. Have you told anyone where you got this?"
Lami is legitimately thinking, because I am legitimately thinking, no, I don't believe we have.
He, like, leans across the table, doesn't, like, get in your face, because it's a pretty big table, but he, like, leans way over, and he's like, "The name..."
Oh, wait, no. That's wrong. There is at least one person who does know.
Are they good at keeping secrets?
Absolutely.
The name... No Luxifix. Do you know where that stems from? What sort of creature that is?
I have a inkling of him.
Oh, you couldn't possibly. No innocent good creature should know of his origins. Godspell. This is one of his relics. This may even be his fur. No, wait. It's strange. There's a that creature, I believe, was said to have been the brother, the younger brother what is her name? The primal pantheon, the trickster, the fox goddess of fire. It's going to haunt me.
I am not religious.
Yeah, like he clearly can't recall it, but he kind of moves on before it's like whatever. This must have been something used by him before he was whatever he became before his death. Goodness, what a relic. And no evil aura to speak of. I can't imagine the wait a minute. And you see him like his face twists up. He goes, No, I'm getting my names mixed up. Why did I get the name Noluxifix?
Okay, I was very confused. My notes just has a bunch of like, what the fuck? Okay.
So I imagine, Lamia's face has been going through like wait, what? So he does call that out because I was doing that on purpose.
Okay.
He says, why did I get the name Noluxifix? No, that's... Who is that? My apologies, dear. I don't know what that name is, or who may refer to. The name that I was recalling was Vladimiri. Forgive me. I went on such a diatribe about the wrong... My magic has never been mistaken with the reading of relics before. You've no idea where that name would have come from?
Oh, no, Noluxifix? I have an idea of why that name may have came up.
Do tell, please.
Well, I've been carrying this armor for quite a bit, and let's just say I currently have a little bit of a tie with him.
But who is he? Surely that sounds like not a name of any culture I recognize. Maybe ancient.
You were speaking
perhaps?
about him like you knew who he was. You don't recall why you spoke so passionately about it?
I was speaking of Vladimiri. I don't know why Noluxifix came to mind. Vladimiri was the brother of the fire goddess. Vladimiri was a fox once. And is terrible, debaucherous, sinful creature. There's most of the tomes that describe him you cannot read unless you are credentialed, such as myself, in the grand libraries of Benhia. And even they are scarce, mostly divined by great oracles near the end of the Starken Night, those who received visions of the gods' orders to their followers. His information, I presume, was a warning. But supposedly he's long dead, which means we can enjoy of his relics now. No evil aura to speak of. I do hope you've cleaned it at least once. 10 times. 100.
I mean, Lamia's been cleaning that blanket, so there wouldn't be a reason why she wouldn't have cleaned the armor as well.
Oh, you washed it in the same water as the sin blanket?
She got it in the same place as the sin blanket. So.
I mean...
Oh, I'm afraid that'll never be clean.
So, like, when you hesitate...
We need to burn her bag.
No.
Answer,
Lamia's just... Lamia wouldn't have hesitated. She would just think about it and like, oh, yeah, I have.
Yeah, that doesn't seem convincing enough for him. Like, you can see that, like, oh, good. Well, I'm so glad I placed it on the table here. Hmm.
The food. Yeah.
Either way, I would be delighted to try and repair this. Now, I'll have to, of course, get my tools and some materials and other things, but for the privilege of working on such an ancient relic, I couldn't dream of charging you more than a very nominal sum.
Okay, that sounds more than reasonable.
Just for the labor, you see. Really, not even the labor. That's a passion of mine. The materials, I'll have to go and buy them, and as you can see, I do love my leisure, and the city has much to offer, at least while it's still here. But do believe it will be very reasonable, this sum. I cannot quote you just yet. I need to go and find some things. Do you mind leaving this with me for the time being? I need to know where to find me. Where would I go?
Yeah, no, it's okay. You can have it for now.
Perfect. That will make this much easier. Oh god, don't touch your face. So, visit me in the morning? For breakfast, in fact. That would be good.
I may still be fasting, but I would be glad to see you in the morning.
Fasting. Then I will fast as well. At least while we meet. I'll eat after.
Okay. That would probably be safer for you.
Yes,
have a lovely day.
Rude to eat while someone is fasting. I feel a bit bad now. Oh god, the bread is so good though.
Don't worry, I'm getting up and... Okay, I will, because I know at least two people who will devour this.
It's fresh loaf of brioche. So you delivered the armor. You didn't have anything else you needed to drop on with him, did you? Just the armor?
So I was looking through my notes, and because I know I did the Whisper Steel for the halberd, but I couldn't remember if there were like parts of it that could be applied to the armor.
It was either or.
Okay, I was just making sure of that, because it was... I remember that being a discussion.
Yeah.
And the halberd wasn't going to use as much of it, but alright, that's fine.
You still have some, but it's not enough to use on the armor as well. Yeah.
That's fine.
Cool.
No,
right.
She didn't need to drop anything else off with him, I don't think.
Cool. Okay. I know that took a long time. That's the NPC that's been around for a while, so it was...
Hey, I enjoyed him.
Cool. Alright, so you handle that. What are we missing? Items. Items from Sam. Broken magic druid armor. Hinterland armor. Yeah. That is... Sorry,
And you don't have to get it back to me today. If we want to take care of something else, you can just send that to me later, if you want.
It is stalking armor.
But then chat and you two won't know what the what the stuff is.
We'll figure it out next time.
It is an enhanced
We'll
set of stalking armor for cold environments.
Oh.
It also gives a survival bonus.
And I love your logic of they'll figure it out when they see me wearing it.
Yep.
What? Oh, it's broken at the moment, but like...
Yeah, it's broken, so it doesn't have the features. And so the enhancement is 1, it gives a bonus to survival, and it's also, instead of studded leather, it's leaf armor.
Oh, nice.
Plus 2 leaf armor, yeah.
Because I know you said it looked similar to what I was wearing, but not exactly. Like it looked like a next step up or something.
Yeah, it's effectively leaf armor with like a kind of a fur mantle and like fur gauntlets that are made from the fur of some giant white furred beast. If you had to guess, it almost seems like it's a snow 8-ank.
Okay, look, man, if like 8-inks are like bears, snow 8-inks
So,
aren't
polar
are like
yeah.
way worse. Like
Yeah, because it definitely has some of like the scales and stuff as well. But you're like, it reminds you exactly of like their hide and fur, just white. The scales are black. So,
ooh.
but yeah, you would need to find someone to repair it, and it is magical
Yeah.
armor. What? Come on. Rahala would tell you. Once it is repaired, it does have a magical ability where the leaf part of it once per day can actually like sprout vines and little little vines and stuff like across it. Not enough to like entangle someone or anything like that, but the vines will actually fruit, and you can get 1d4 good berries off of it every day.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
Hey Sam, I have a Smith to introduce you to.
Nah, he flirts too hard. No. No.
Hey, if I'm not a blushy mess, he did not flirt hard enough. So
He's just nice.
I don't know.
But he does not fit the Ulis vibe. So you can tell these like salt of the earth other Smiths are probably like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Whenever he was interacting with them. That's why they got a bad impression. Just call me cute? What are you talking about? Get out of here.
Get out of here
Only
with
my
your
husband
polite
calls me
demeanor and your, yeah, your polite demeanor and your playfulness. You're supposed to be a no-nonsense, hard-working man with dirty hands.
So you find that out about that. What was the next thing? Being cool. Magic Ice Sword. Magic Ice Sword. Magic Ice Sword. Okay, so now that finally gets fully identified, I can share it with you. Show everybody.
It's a Dr. Seuss sword. It's rhymes. No fucking.
what?
Gosh. Oh, buddy.
Oh, I'm trying to see did that actually show. It did
The
show.
rhyme.
Yeah, rhyme blade.
Oh, okay. I was expecting you to post a link, so I was just staring at the chat.
Oh, yeah, no, I did the share with everyone. Pan, if you want to read that. Or elect someone who's not me to read it if you don't want to read. I know you're reading and you don't get along.
Rhyme blade
is looking funny on the screen, just so you know.
Of course it is.
Okay.
It's my sword now, from where it is on the screen. It's mine.
This +1 frost scimitar has been forged from a single piece of razor-sharp, super hardened ice. A rhyme blade automatically resizes itself to match the size of its wielder. And if a rhyme blade is damaged, the wielder can cause the blade to melt away and reform with full hit points as a full round out action. This ability cannot be used if the weapon is destroyed. I'm assuming like completely,
Not broken, destroyed.
Once per day on command, the wielder can transform a rhyme blade into a beam of ice cold flame called Rhyme Fire. The weapon is still wielded as a scimitar, and attacks with the blade-like beam are melee touch attacks that deal 1d8 plus 3 points of cold damage, regardless of the wielder's size, because the beam is immaterial. The wielder's strength modifier doesn't apply to the damage. In addition, a creature that takes cold damage from the Rhyme Fire beam is covered in a clinging frost and is entangled for 1 round. The beam lasts for 1 minute, and after which the weapon returns to its standard form. In addition, once per day as a swift action, before an attack, a Rhyme Blade's wielder can cause the blade to glow with a pale blue radiance. On a successful attack, the Rhyme Blade deals an additional 4d6 points of cold damage and causes the target to be staggered for 1 round. If the attack is a critical hit, the target is standard for 1 minute instead.
Staggered, yeah.
Yeah, what'd I say?
Standard.
Oh, yeah. Staggered for 1 minute instead. The effect ends after a single attack, regardless of whether the attack is successful or not. So if you use it and you miss, it's whatever.
Mm-hmm. There's no save.
Requirement.
If you hit them, they're staggered.
Yeah.
That is gross.
Yeah. And then a bunch of stuff about crafting it. Neat.
Crafty stuff. You can ignore the crafty stuff. But yeah, it's a dope ass weapon. It's very strong.
I used it to hit a door.
Yep. So yeah, there's that. What was the next thing? Only other thing was the Thunderstone.
Yes, I believe. I'm renaming the stuff in my inventory as I'm getting it, so that way.
Oh, gotcha.
And I know what it be. Well, except for the stocking armor, I just literally dropped that link into the description of it so I can do it later, because
Gotcha. Okay.
my brain not working 100% at the moment.
Yeah, I get you, dude. Yeah, I'm feeling it.
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
It's been a long day.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm feeling it. Oh man, that was a great episode.
There it is. Okay, so this is effectively a Greater Thunderstone. So its DC, instead of 15, is 19.
Oh, well, okay.
And its radius is, instead of a 10-foot radius, is a 20-foot radius.
Okay, sorry, you said that DC was what instead of 15?
19.
19 instead of...
So just change the DC to 19.
Yeah, and the radius is...
20 feet.
20 feet.
So it's a much bigger radius. So you got to be, because the range increment is also 20 feet. You got to be extra careful. You got to throw it like all the way out, so you don't get caught in it, or use like a sling or something to fling it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, or have a certain bird drop it from above.
Yeah, absolutely.
Neat. And did she like the hyperboreal robe?
She did indeed like the hyperboreal robe.
Okay.
It's very cool, especially if you go into freezing climates again. But it's dope. Mm-hmm. Did you try to get her to like figure out what's up with your Falcata Magna?
Oh, I thought that was going to be a smith thing, but yeah, I guess I could.
Like, she might be able to identify the magic properties at least.
What? It's magic now?
I mean, it seems kind of magical to have
it
glowy
did some
fire.
magic shit earlier.
I did. I don't remember.
Yeah, when you
did
crit
it
with it. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I literally have forgotten. So. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like,
you need a smith. Yeah. She tells you that there is some kind of evocation effect on it, but also there's something transmutative on it, but she just can't put her finger on what's going on with it. So yeah, that part's not identified yet.
Yeah, they like threw it in a forge or something, or a fire.
Mm-hmm.
Jerks.
So those are those things. Eli, did you have anything else you wanted to cover before we start to wrap for the night?
I think I'm all good.
You gonna tell me about those those diamond sheets?
No.
I mean, we are all aware that they're in my inventory. You may have forgotten, but I made it very clear when I took them. I don't know you need them, so if you mention that you need them, then yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that is something Lamia would lament about eventually, yes.
Yep. So each of those sheets is 500 GP worth of diamond dust.
So I need 4 sheets.
Nice. Well, we got it.
Sweet.
Yep.
I'm gonna assume that we're gonna
really good find.
Yes.
But yeah, we'll deal with that. We'll deal with that next session.
Time. Okay.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, we'll have a few more, probably fairly laid back sessions. But yeah, if you guys want to do anything that takes a while, that's gonna like take some time, be thinking on that so that we can tackle that next session. Like Sam, like if you want to go out to the cabin and try to like domesticate an axe beak, that's gonna take a long time, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
And some resources,
but
stuff like that that'll take a while.
No, right now it's we might do like a little fun sailing adventure and take
yeah, Verbrong to where he needs to be.
Yeah, that will be its own thing, though. That won't be a downtime thing. Yeah, that is like an active deal. Go ahead.
No, it's gonna be a peaceful trip where nothing bad happens, right? Literally, like just taking them home, nothing bad.
Yeah.
Zero chance of pirates and giant squids.
Yeah, just go into the store.
Just like your house. Yep.
I mean, it is Detroit, but like you're just going to the store real quick.
I'm gonna wear my fancy armor, the one that looks real expensive.
I'm just gonna sprinkle some of this diamond dust on and make it extra sparkly. Yeah. I'm sorry, what were you saying, Molly?
Hey,
oh my god!
I do know Lamia at one point would like to go home.
Right.
Just
that'll be a downtime thing.
Yep.
It's gonna take a bit to get over there.
Yep. That's Lamia's plan. After getting her armor and healed of her energy drain.
Well, are you gonna still be starving on your way there, or are you gonna try to wait for that to be done?
I mean, if it takes longer than another week, then no, she's gonna go home.
Okay.
We'll see how that goes, though. I don't know.
We will indeed. But cool. Thanks, everybody. We're going to the exit screen now because we're all really tired, and I realized I didn't eat dinner, which was stupid.
And Sam won the snail poll.
I'm also tired. I mean,
all the monies.
But I'm
just give me the monies.
Yeah. Bedtime soon.
Yeah, me too.
God, I just remember my fucking phone is broken. I'm in a bad mood again.
You're like, I gotta set my alarm, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I know exactly that train of thought.
His phone may be broken, but if yours isn't, you can go follow us on social media or watch the YouTube replays and do the things that you're supposed to do on there, like commenting and liking and all that good jazz. Pretty much whatever you want to just get, interacting on the things wherever. We also have Patreon that you can check out that currently get into every tier right now for $1. They're all $1. You can do all the things. It's great. We'll see how long that lasts.
We're still early on the Patreon campaign, so
yeah, there is a
we are still
campaign.
Quite early.
It's supposedly a lot of fun.
It has been pretty dang fun so far.
Good. See, that's exactly what I like to hear. It seems like it's a lot of fun just from our Discord. Also, you should join our Discord.
Yeah. You know how we haven't raided in a long time? Dice Legends. I think they're actually live. Hold on. This is a rerun. Oh, they're in New Zealand.
I'm in New Zealand. No, I'm not.
It says episode 22 at the top. I can't tell. Well, either way, they're in their chat, so. We'll give them a raid. They only been up for 37 minutes.
Right.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah. Have a good night, everyone. Hopefully
Good night.
next week we'll start on time and have a bit more energy.
Yep.
But still, it was a good time. Hope y'all had fun. And I'll see some of you tomorrow as I'll be playing Mikhail in the whatever that campaign's called over on Lost Initiative. And we'll find another fun way to make fun of Scott. So enjoy that.
As is the way, you know.
Yeah. Look, it's not my fault that he decided to roleplay an NPC that was taking a dump while he was eating wings, so it looked like he had shit on his fingers. All right,
Yeah.
That was all him.
That was all Scott, 100%. All
And then
Scott.
he brought it up later, self-reporting. Anyway, bye everybody.
Oh man, bye.
Bye.